All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the watch party for the IndyCar season premiere. We are finally here, St. Petersburg. Oh my goodness, Tom. What a long off season, dude. I'm so happy IndyCar is back, bro. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
Oh man, I'm lit, brother. I'm out of this world excited. I'm ready to watch some open wheel racing, brother.
One second. I have let me close that. All right, we're doing the starting grid. Scotty Mack on the pole. That was my pick coming in.
Yeah, brother.
This was a good week of picks for me, man. I
Yep.
had the World Endurance Championship, dude. I had it picked until the freaking caddies wrecked each other. So I'm putting an asterisk next to that. I got Zilich right yesterday in the Xfinity race. And then Kyle Collette finished P3 in the NXT earlier. So I missed up on that one. But I'm going to get McLaughlin today. And then I think Reddick's going to win today as well. So I think I'll be pretty good this week. Last week you kicked my ass in picks. This week I think I got it back a little bit. I think we need to do a calculation, dude. I think we need to do like a friendly little competition to see who gets more race win picks right throughout the year. I think it'd be kind of fun to do.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
So we'll have to go back and backlog what we picked for Chili Bowl and Rolex and whatnot and see.
Yeah.
I think we both picked CV for Chili Bowl and that didn't happen. So we went over
No.
that week. And then we both picked. God, I gotta go back and look at the Rolex picks. But I think now, I'm sure you're ahead of me.
I mean,
I'm sure you're ahead of me.
I still say Tower 1 Daytona 24. That's bullshit. You know?
Idaho.
Idaho?
Idaho. I like that they changed Cooter's number last minute, dude. That shit's so funny, man. That's the most Cooter thing I've ever seen. Hey, look at that. The updated the timing and scoring. Sweet. I got top 15 on timing and scoring this week for IndyCar. That's pretty dope. Shine down. Let me see. Let me get some race volume. I am. Does it look okay on the stream?
Well, guys, here we are. No more
on Discord.
waiting
Let me look
around
real quick.
100 laps.
On Discord, yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Us and finding out who
This is
will
probably a
win
little
this
choppy.
opening race. There is A-Rod in the two-seater.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, is Townsend Bell from the Fox booth. You got me?
Oh, I should bring a poll. Who's gonna win? Who should I put on the poll?
Alex, you spent your whole career in a batter's box. Describe what it feels
I mean,
like
of course,
inside
probably the
baseball.
top
How
two,
high is
right?
It's indescribable. Oh my god, I've never gone so fast anywhere.
it? You feel the G's?
Let's put.
Davey knows what he's doing.
I think we should do Colton Herta, Scott McLaughlin,
Well, welcome to IndyCar. It's a pleasure to have you. We're getting ready to rumble.
and then Alex Palou.
Whoa.
And then do Pato.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, because he's gonna be on a weird strategy.
Thanks
So that's
for
a
being
good
here,
pick.
bud. Hope you enjoy the
Well,
rest.
Pato also
I'm gonna promise
was
that-
the only one that was challenging Penske last year
Oh my god. Wow.
at this
Well, and
race.
coming from the back is gonna be
I
interesting.
feel like I need to be on the bleep button.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at the track preview sponsored by Honda now.
All right, make your
So
picks,
here we
make
go.
your
We've talked
votes
about it off
heard.
the top 1.8
I will
miles
close
of
the
this
poll
Honda
with 10
track
laps to
preview.
go,
Top
so
speed of
get 'em in.
175 miles an hour down into turn one, but there's some fast
Actually,
corners
I'll probably
too.
close it soon.
135 mile an
We'll
hour
see.
minimum
We'll-
speed.
we'll play it by
through
ear,
turn three. That
guys.
was an action area in practice.
And
Thank
even
you guys
though
for
tight
tuning in. If
twisty,
you guys
can
are
make
here,
passes.
welcome
Turn one,
to
turn
the.
four, great opportunities.
What is this? Our
Turn 9
fourth?
is all
Fifth?
about exit speed. You need a great run.
We did
set
Chili
now.
Bowl,
for the break
Rolex.
zone that you'll get into
did-
turn 10.
Daytona 500. Yes, fourth.
Guys, just how tricky is this track? having had a few months out of action.
We'll be
having a
doing
few
another one
months to get
this
rusty,
March as well.
Not just for the drivers, but for all the teams as well.
Well,
I
it's
contemplated
difficult
last night of
because
thinking
in
about doing a
IndyCar,
double
you
header
race on
watch
4
party and do
different
the
types of
Coda race,
circuits. Let's
but
take a
I don't know if I'll be
closer
hanging
look
on
at
long
what
enough if I'll sit
defines
here and do
an
that. We'll see.
IndyCar and take a look at some
We'll see how I
dimensions
feel
thanks
at the end
to
of this,
our
because
friends
I
at
might
Dallara.
stay on and
Every
do
race
that.
car in this
I
series
mean, you
is
don't have to.
manufactured by
You're
Dallara,
busy
so you
today,
start
Tom.
with the same
I might
piece.
stay on.
It's up to the teams
I'll be in and
drivers
out.
to optimize it. 76 inches wide. That's going to matter when they go.
We'll see how I feel at the end of
on the
this.
start.
But it's all about power. That's what people want to know. This engine in the back of these Indy cars, 2.2-liter V6, making about 700 horsepower. An
Look
extra
it, we got the
50
Fox
when you get
cutaway
on that
car.
push to pass Button Townsend, only 1,700 pounds.
Typical
You add
Fox,
that
man.
together with that 700 horsepower, that's going to give you over 240 miles an hour capabilities when we're at tracks like the Speedway in Indianapolis.
And folks, on that Dallara cutaway car, you will have seen that the fuel capacity in these cars is just 18.5 liters. That means if you are new to
Currently
IndyCar,
no votes
that
in
it
the
is
poll
not
yet.
just tire stops we have here, it is fuel stops as well.
And let's
Our
take a look
IndyCar
at the
watch
Bosch
parties
race
don't do
strategy. Couple of
exceptional,
things here.
but
Physical fatigue.
let's
First
see
race of the
if
season.
anybody's
These drivers
interested.
have been in the gym.
The
but it's
fact
not
that
the
it's
same
a
as
double
being
header
in
on
the
Fox
race
with
car.
IndyCar and
Tire
maybe
Whisperer.
because
It's
of
all about
NASCAR
tires
people
here
listening to
today.
me,
We've
I should
talked
check out
about
IndyCar
the
for a change.
hards and the softs. You have to run one of each compound, and you've got to make sure you take care of them and no
Wait till we
concrete
get into the
contact.
the
So we
heat
need
of the
to do
season, though.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
have
tire you out
like
today
quadruple
talking
headers.
about tires. That's how
We'll have
important it is to
F1 in
winning
the early
strategy.
mornings,
Again,
and
the
then
rules on
Indy
tires.
NXT,
Teams
IndyCar,
are
then
allotted
Cup.
5 sets of Firestone primaries per compound, 5 sets of alternates, the softer compound per race weekend.
5 sets of
Jamie,
primary,
on
5
pit
sets
lane.
of alternate.
Well, new father Scott McLaughlin captured the pole on Saturday and celebrated with his 4-month-old baby girl. But it wasn't easy getting to qualifying as he had a crash
Scotty
in
May.
practice and made his
Alex
team
Palou
work
is leading the poll
overtime.
100%
But he also
right now.
told me
Let's
winning
go.
here in 2022
And what
from
did he
the
qualify,
pole was one of the
P8?
best races
P9?
of his
Something like
life. He hopes to get back to victory
Can't
lane
exactly.
today. Jack.
I'm at the number 7 of Christian Lundgaard. He was his first race for this McLaren IndyCar team. He was the fastest of their stable. He's going to be starting on the harder primary compound. He's going to go as long as he can. The team are going to look at how the soft tires are behaving, make an adjustment after that. Kevin?
Meyershank Racing has won one IndyCar race. It was the Indianapolis 500, Elio's 4th in 21. They've wanted more consistency. They
I don't know,
started
man.
out the season
Marcus
with a bang.
Armstrong,
Both
dude.
of
That was
their
my
cars
dark
on the
horse
second
pick, starting
row.
P4,
Felix
dude.
Rosenqvist and Marcus Armstrong can win today.
Thank you guys for coming into this race. Big question marks
All right.
over
Under
tire
cautions.
strategy.
Let's
The
put it at
softer
1.5.
tire, the green
Over.
tire could
I'm taking
last
the under.
10 laps. Could last 15, could last as little
taking the under on
as
1.5.
5 right now. We just don't know. Only 11 drivers start on that primary tire as we get ready to roll to green here.
I think if we do get a caution, it'll be early, and I think it'll play out like Portland did last year. Like if we do have a yellow, it'll be early in the race, and then it'll be green the rest of the way.
Okay. Okay.
In one place here live on Fox.
Here we go, side by side. IndyCar is back. Let's go.
Yes.
Through the final sweepers and into the final corner. Scott McLaughlin, who has won this race from pole, will lead us to green. Around turn 14, 2 by 2 they go.
Who's gonna get aggressive into
The
turn
27
1?
cars of the 2025 NTT IndyCar Series and on the streets of St. Petersburg.
That was a little bit of a jackrabbit restart there by McLaughlin, dude. Not gonna lie. Look at Lundgaard.
Yep,
3
there he
wide to
goes.
the inside.
Almost
He
4.
backed out of it.
Problems at all down into turn 1 with Colton Herta following through in second.
Oh, look at
place.
Dixon. Oh, he backed out of it. Oh, he just shoved Palou almost into the wall. Oh, we got a big wreck. There it is. I called it. We're gonna have one early. There it is.
Who's that? That's a McLaren car.
That's a
And-
McLaren. It's Nolan Siegel and Willpower. Oh no.
Well, and that is race over for Siegel. That is.
Oh, it's one of the. Is that the 45? Is that Foster?
In the United Kingdom,
could be.
and this guy's now pulled the entire track under a full course yellow. Pit
Willpower's
lane
getting out.
Is closed, but this could have huge permutations for those who have started.
Damn,
on that
bro.
softer
What
tire
a
and might
start
want
of
to
the
get rid of it
season for
when
Willpower, dude.
that pit lane opens. For now, though.
I think the Willpower
start the season for the 2-time champion.
dynasty
Willpower,
is
Nolan
over. I
Siegel,
mean, the Willpower
just in his second
career, man.
season as
It all
Nick
started
Khan,
last
the
year,
team
dude, when he
principal
freaking
for
choked away
McLaren,
the championship.
Looks on. And this
here's
is such a
replay.
treacherous part of the track, James. It's blind for the cars that are trailing behind.
Oh, Siegel just went
Oh,
around.
he was, yeah.
Oh, damn,
Oh,
Will
nice
Power
hit.
hit hard.
He seemed a little slow
What happened to
out
Louis
of turn
Foster?
two,
He
a
was,
cue
look at
behind
the
him,
wing
and that
fly.
accordion effect
Dude.
just got everybody.
I don't know what
pumped
happened
up.
to
Maybe
Foster. He
Siegel was
just
a
got
little bit
collected.
slow.
Here to be a good
Power
view.
got into the back of him. Nothing Nolan did wrong there.
He might have had a little bit of help.
He was already around before the wreck. I mean, that's
Power
weird.
will have to take a
Somebody,
Yeah,
it
but
must have been
Power,
a check
Power
up,
was
park
missing a
break.
wing. Yeah, it must have been a checkup. Power was missing his wing though before he hit the wall.
Just a little slow. We're on board here with Pato. Oh no, we're on board. Sorry,
That's
with
with
Nolan
Nolan Siegel.
That's for Siegel.
That's no.
Yeah, you can hear it. He just
That was
got
kinda
drop
weird,
kicked
man.
there. Nothing he could do.
Yeah, let's see if we get a better look. We're on board here with Will Power, I believe. No, that's not Will Power. He got wide. That was Kiffin Simpson in the Cha-Ching car in front. Now we're on
This would
board
be a
with
good
Will
view.
Power. Nolan Siegel in the blue and orange.
Oh, we went 4 wide into turn 1.
Oh wow!
He might have tagged that inside wall there. Oh, he
Oh
wrecked
yeah,
Siegel.
it was
I
a
want to see the
checkup, man.
Louis Foster.
By themselves in practice, several spins, contact from
I wanted to see a
McLaughlin in
Louis
practice,
Foster.
and
on
now
board. I don't know
it
what
has
happened to
claimed 3
him at all.
victims already on lap 1.
The 8th time in the 21
Well, there's
year
our first
history
yellow.
of
Holding
this
her to
race that we've
50%
had a
of the vote
caution
now.
on lap 1. It has taken out a driver who was hopeful at the start of this weekend of the race victory. He is the driver who has taken more poles.
All right,
around
now
the
it's going to be
track than
green all the way to
anyone
the
in
end.
history. That man, Will
That's
Power,
my prediction.
is out of the race after tagging Nolan Siegel, the young McLaren driver who had had such a promising weekend. Up to
Nolan's
this
not
point,
happy
nothing
with
that
Will
Nolan
Power,
could have
dude.
done about that, and I'm hearing pit lane guys is
He is
open
not
at the
happy.
moment when
He
those
is
drivers
reaming his
on that
ass, dude.
soft alternate tire pull the pin and make the change.
Will's like, shut the hell up,
Wait till
rookie.
you see what happens here on pit lane. Still 24 cars.
I want to
in
hear
this
you
field.
yap.
Power and
All this
Nolan Siegel
yapping.
walk back from their car. Here's
We're
the
pitting
PPG
already,
team
dude.
of Joseph Newgarden, Team
Damn
Penske,
straight.
getting ready. So everybody likely to come to pit lane. At least the cars that started on the soft tires, James. I think those on hards will probably stay out. We're about to find out.
Yeah, dude, that's
Plays it
crazy
out.
because
It's
then
a
you get
mad
your
rush
tire
to the pit lane.
allocations knocked
Colton
out
Herta,
right
he
off the
started
rip.
on those
Wow,
softs.
Herta
He was in
pitted.
P2, top
McLaughlin
guy
didn't.
on him. He's coming in. Jack.
The number 2 crew of Joseph Newgarden are set up and he's getting waved in. He's literally just about to pull into the box, putting on a set of the harder tire. I'm curious to see if
I don't know if I want to lose track position here, though. That's the only thing, man. Because you don't know if we're going to get another yellow.
Exactly the same thing. Took off the softer tires, put on the harder tires. Good stop.
And as they roll out now, Alex Palou just behind Scott Dixon. We are still under a full course caution, but the race already taking a major twist with the majority of the field coming in to get rid of those soft tires, which, as we've discovered this weekend, were only good.
Yeah, Nolan Siegel's not happy with Will Power, dude. All right, what a start. We didn't even make it to turn 3.
Typical. Remember that one year Connor Daly went flying?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Man. I'm surprised he didn't go flying this year.
Oh,
Well, that changed the running order because now we got McLaughlin leading, both Meyer-Shank cars second and third, Lundgaard, Rossi top 5, Malukas and Ferrucci are 6 and 7, Rahal, Eilot, Herta. The first one that pitted is in 10th, Herta.
You got like some sort of live timing up right now?
Yeah, on the watch party.
Is it on IndyCar?
Yeah, IndyCar
Website?
Yeah, I just typed in on Google. I just typed in IndyCar live timing scoring, and then it pulled it up. Hey, the poll is tied now between Palou, McLaughlin, and Herta at 33%. 1 vote each.
I'm about to come up in this. What?
I'm gonna change the powers to be now. Now Palou is a.
All right, let's see.
This pit stop is changing everything around because now the track position's lost.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting now. I'm surprised Pato O'Ward didn't decide to stay out there. That would have put him in the top 10. That would have got all of his track position back that he didn't have for qualifying. So now currently we have two different strategies playing out.
Look at Malukas P6.
Heck yeah.
Prema up in the top 10. Nice. Dude, so when I traveled for work last week, there's a new Italian pizza place open next to the facility, you know? And they're like, all of them are of Italian descent. And because I talked with them a little bit, you know? Because when I walked in, they had F1 Academy on, and they have Ferrari flags all over the place.
Dude,
like, they're
that's
big
fire.
Ferrari fans. And so I was like, hey, you guys know, like, the IndyCar race starts this weekend, and Prema is in it. And they were like, oh, what? You know, like, and I was like, yeah, dude, you gotta watch it. Like, Prema, dude, they're coming in, and they're gonna have a really strong start. So anyways, I think I made a couple IndyCar fans out of the Italian pizza place.
That's a thing too that's good about Prema in the sport is a lot of European fans are really interested to see how Prema's doing. Like when I was watching the World Endurance Championship qualifying or practice, the YouTube live stream, there's a lot of people in there talking about Prema and IndyCar. They were like super excited for it. So getting more eyeballs on IndyCar, especially across the sea.
Like I said, as long as they don't mimic what Carlin did, they'll be fine.
Exactly. Don't come in all European. Come in and try to adapt what IndyCar is, because it's a different motorsport, man.
Adapt and then innovate. That's what you do. And then also, how about VK, man? How about freaking VK? In a Dell coin car, he's actually did pretty dang good in qualifying and in the practices. P2, man.
Dude, VK can drive, dude.
He's fired up, too.
Oh, dude, he's got a point to prove for sure.
Yeah.
Getting replaced by Alexander Rossi.
Where is Rossi at?
5th right now.
Oh, okay.
We're going to see how that relationship goes. I don't see it working out very well, to be honest.
I don't know what's happened to Rossi in the past couple years, man. It's like he's just fallen off.
It really was when he left
Andretti.
That's really when it
Well, even his last year at Andretti wasn't that good.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, because you would have thought Rossi was going to be a championship contender by now. Or at least have won a championship by now.
Yeah.
Nothing's materialized.
No. Nothing.
Kind of reminds me of Casey Kane.
Oh, yeah. That's a great comparison, actually.
Comes in just absolute dominant and then just falls off like off a cliff. Like,
dude, I was working at Foyt when he was dominating, and it was like, oh man,
oh, he was kicking.
Gotta go against Rossi this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Rossi
like I remember
Palou before Palou.
What was it? I think it was 2017 when Rossi just freaking dominated Mid Ohio, and I was like, I freaking hate Mid Ohio on anyways. Like it's the worst racetrack in the whole world. But then to just watch Rossi dominate the whole thing and us finish dead last was just it was just icing on the cake, you know? It was just great. It was an awesome weekend.
It was the best. It was the best.
That was the weekend I stepped on a freaking nail too in the garages.
Oh.
And if anybody's been in the garages in Mid Ohio, you know what I mean. Like seriously, that place sucks so bad.
I don't know. It's like the graphic they show with the IndyCar schedule, and like 85% of the tracks are located in like Midwest. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, guys. We got to expand this a little bit more than that. Like, instead of going to Mid-Ohio every year, why don't we go to, like
rotate it between Road
Australia
America.
or...
How about
Yeah.
this? You just rotate it between Road America. All right.
No, you can't take Road America. I don't want to I would rather get rid of Mid-Ohio before Road America.
Yeah. But, I mean, okay. I was just coming up with
some compromise.
Some stuff here. But, you know, it would be really awesome if we ran the infield course at Homestead.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Awesome. The ideal IndyCar schedule is 5 ovals, 5 road courses, 5 street courses, 5 rovals.
Yeah.
That's the ideal freaking schedule, man.
All right, here we go. Green flag.
Oh, here comes Rosenquist. Not brave enough.
It's okay. It's early in the race. He's just testing his stuff. We're side by side with Prema in the back. I got the best of him.
Whoa, big dive
bomb. Is that on his teammate? It is.
Yep, it is. Now Ferrucci actually has a teammate that's at his level or actually better than him. And now he's going to be pushing hard all year.
How come they don't have a 7th gear? Did you see that?
I think the graphics are messed up.
Yeah. Watch.
Oh, yeah, dude, they don't show it. That's weird, dude. Freaking Fox, man.
Yeah, it's just... That is pretty dope, though. That graphic right there.
Yeah, how they lined it up is perfect. It's right up on the arrow screen.
Yeah. You're not really taking up any of the screen.
Any space, yeah.
Look at that. Look at freaking Malukas, dude. I'm on that train, brother. I'm on that train.
Let's see if he can get by Rossi. That'd be dope. If he can get in the top 5 here. He needs to try and work his way up through the field here, like with the guys on his strategy.
Yeah,
it's 2 different strategies right now.
Well, it's just going to be really important against the top teams anyways, because they're again, Penske historically has been pretty strong here. They're not doing too well. And Ganassi has historically been pretty strong here, and they're not doing really well. McLaughlin is the only one. His next teammate is 11th, and the other one's out.
Well, we're kind of watching Herta to see how far Herta can move forward. He's the first guy on that strategy.
I'm even surprised Ray Hall's in 8th. Oh, Foster's out. Oh, yeah, he was. Never mind. Big, sorry, he was in the wreck.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was kind of weird. What was going on there?
That was Newgarden trying to go by Ilott.
Okay, well let's go to that. You know. Oh my god, dude.
I just want to watch the leader.
Jesus.
I hate this, dude. This is typical Fox, dude.
They're gonna fucking ruin it, man. Here we go.
And then you have to do the cutbacks to go watch all the action they could have been watching to begin with.
Damn!
Oh, wheel to wheel.
Damn!
Oh,
holy shit!
Still,
they're still going at it. He's defending the turf.
Rosenquist's keeping tabs here with McLaughlin. Where's the push to pass graphic? No, you won't. It's Fox. You won't.
There we go. Oh, mate.
I still don't
I
see what
mean-
happened to Foster. They never gave us an onboard with Foster. Like, that would have been a great onboard to have because you can't tell from any of those replays what happened to him.
No.
You can't find him in the crowd of cars until it's over. Hey, Dan, the breaking news man. Hey, guys, it's racing season. Hell yeah, man.
Yes, brother.
We're
back.
3 now? Yes, sir. IndyCar is back. Wow, freaking Rosenquist's keeping up with McLaughlin, dude.
Yeah, he's doing great. Really.
Well, that new technical alliance with Ganassi. Basically, Meyer Shank is the 4th and 5th Ganassi car from last year, is what it feels like. Well, Armstrong is falling back just a little bit.
Yeah. But so's everybody
Berta
else.
isn't really making up ground either on this
McLaughlin
ultimate
and
strategy.
Rosenquist are just really in a different class of their own right now.
Yeah, they're, what, 3 seconds up is McLaughlin from Armstrong. Yeah, but I think McLaughlin might be a little bit of conservative here. I feel like if he wanted to, he could open it up at least another second.
He's kicking butt right now. It's racing season and 1 month away from Talladega.
Talladega. Heck yeah, dude. We're getting close to a lot of awesome stuff, man. We're 2 months away from Motorsports Madness. May Madness. God, that Xfinity race yesterday, man. Holy cow. I'm still buzzing over that. That was such a damn good race.
Didn't it remind you of SVG Portland last year?
Oh, 100%. It reminded me of that, like that performance by Zilich, but then the race itself reminded me of like a mid 2010 Watkins Glen race, dude. It just felt like one of those early.
Did you see the beef between Josh Bilicki and Chris Wright? Is that his name? The other Jordan Anderson car?
I did not.
Oh yeah, they're beefing on X right now, brother. They're beefing big time.
Hilarious. Was it Blaine Perkins?
No, not Blaine Perkins. It's Chris something. Let me look it up real quick. Josh Bilicki. I know it's Bilicki and
I know I saw that stat. It was like number of incidents in Xfinity careers, and it was Timmy Hill and Chris Wright.
Chris Wright, yes, that's who it is.
And Chris Wright's had like 5 Xfinity starts. He's got 17 incidents, and Timmy Hill had like 80 starts, 0 incidents, or something like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, dude. Josh Bilicki told him, he said, maybe you should go back to being a gentleman driver in IMSA where you can race doctors and dentists in LMP3.
And you still probably wouldn't be the clowniest guy in LMP3 either. Oh, man. Put him in the MX5 Cup. I don't even think he's good enough for that. Chris Wright's an idiot, man. Breaking news, man. Dan says, call me Ricky Bobby. All right, we'll call you Ricky Bobby.
Yes, brother.
Hey, we're back from commercial. At least we're getting side-by-sides, dude.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at Rosenquist.
I know, dude. Rosenquist got a piece, dude. I was tempted to take him as my dark horse, but I took Armstrong instead. But Armstrong's still not doing bad. He's in 3rd.
Really needs to get their foot down. Start to push. McLaughlin is pushing and has pulled out around a second on Rosenquist, but
He's got 8 tenths right now, dude. Rosenquist's doing a freaking awesome job.
To pull away from the rest of the
I think Marchen's going to shock people this year, dude. I think they made the right offseason move by bringing in Armstrong, and then on top of improving their cars and the alliance with Ganassi.
Yeah, I haven't seen a replay yet. Everyone checked up a little bit in 3, and then I got hit from behind, and here we go. I got hit from behind, and there's not a whole lot I can do, I don't think. I mean, day's done before it started. It sucks. I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's what happened to Louis Foster. He was on the left-hand side of Will Power, and when Will Power moved to the left to avoid Siegel that he turned, he ended up tagging Foster, and Foster went around.
We were all really excited for this, and I hate it for everyone on
So not only did Power take himself out, he took out
such a
both
bummer
the other
to
guy.
start the season this way when we were so excited about what we had this weekend. So
7 tenths of a second now.
we'll keep working and
10 seconds back to Herta, who's leading that second
we've
strategy.
executed really well this weekend, and I'm super proud of this group. So I think if we continue to do that, we'll have plenty of weekends where we're in a strong position, but sucks to not be able to get the result that we deserve.
Well,
thank you,
You
Jamie.
better figure it out
You
quick,
can hear
Siegel, because your ass
disappointment in
might
his
be on the
voice. It had been
chopping
such a
block.
promising
According to
weekend.
last
He's
season,
at
there was
the
like
Yeah,
4
for
different
real.
guys that drove that 6 car. My live feed is about 10 seconds ahead of yours, so I won't say anything if there's a pass or a wreck. Well, we appreciate that, man. Yeah, we have that 30-minute delay on YouTube, or 30-second delay.
Compound P for the primaries. That's the harder. Slightly
So we are
slower
seeing it
lap,
when
but
you're
hopefully
seeing it.
lasts
It's
a little
just
bit longer, and that's been the whole talk all weekend long.
just after the
It's
fact
just about how
that you
soft
actually see
those
it.
soft tires are and how fast they fall off.
Look
And
at
that's the tire that
Rosenquist,
your
man.
leader, Scott McLaughlin,
He's
and the
kicking it.
cars behind him still
Usually when
have to use
McLaughlin
at
like
some
leads a
point.
race like this, he
All those
usually just
drivers that
dominates
pitted
it. Nobody
after
really
that
keeps
first
up with
lap,
him.
Yellow managed to get their laps on the softs out of the way, like this guy right here.
Malukas is still hounding Rossi. He's only
So let's
5
hear a
tenths
little
off
bit about
Rossi.
some of that tire degradation from the
Dude, that'd be
driver
sick
James
to see
Honda.
Malukas get a top 5.
Copy that.
Yeah, it would be.
Got another 20 laps to go, so we need to manage it.
That pit stop, I
And
think,
that's
was
the
dumb
challenge
under
for
that
the
yellow.
drivers. I mean,
I
we
just
say
don't
I'm
see the
already feeling
benefit
some
of it.
dings,
You lost
some
your track
degradation. That
position,
means the grip's
and now you're going to be
going
playing
away, the
catch-up the
balance
rest
is
of the
going
game.
away, and Rob Edwards coming back on the radio saying, "Yeah, cool story, bro. 20 laps to go, and you
Cool
have
story,
to make
bro.
this work." That's the strategy these guys are on.
That's like driving from here to
They need to get
Orlando.
St. Pete
That's a
on that
mission.
race.
There's some ways to go for Colton Herta to hang on.
Portland's coming. Did you see that?
But what's
I
gonna
did
be
see that.
fascinating is
That's
when
sick.
some of these cars
That's a good
have
track,
to
man.
go to
It
that
really
softer
is.
tire.
I
How
enjoyed
much
when I
talk
went to
about this?
Portland,
They're
man.
gonna
The
be talking on
experience
the
was
radio,
awesome, dude. That's just such a
screaming
cool
for help
place to
after
go
about
watch
2
a
or 3
race.
laps based on
Yeah.
what we've seen so far. Colton
I'm going
Herta
back this year, dude. I loved it, man. I had a great time.
I'm
gonna go for Xfinity and IndyCar.
Is run the primary for the rest of the day.
And what you're really
Yes.
looking at on the side of your screen, the gaps to the leader there. You see Herta in 9th, 11.2 seconds to Scott McLaughlin. Scott's essentially a pull.
I got a, I might change my profile picture on Discord. There's a picture of Zilich when he gets out of the car, and he does the whole, and it looks like, I don't know, man, like the smoke behind him, dude, it just looks majestic as fuck,
It does.
dude. I'm gonna make that my new profile photo.
Yes, you should.
Dude, Zilich is a beast, man. He's my favorite freaking driver, dude. I don't give a damn.
Traditionally,
I hope he wins tonight in the Cup race, dude. I wish he'd go to IndyCar, man, honestly. I would love to see him in IndyCar. I think if you got him in IndyCar, I think he would be winning races in his rookie season.
It's a great start for the season for AJ Foyt Racing, who last year finished in the top 10 in the championship for the first time since 2002 with San
Lucas is still there battling with Rossi.
Joins, and they're running 6th and 7th. But a year ago at this time, Malukas feared at 22 years old at the time his career might be over. An off-road cycling accident, broken wrist, and
Yeah.
wasn't healing properly.
Thanks, McLaren.
Screw you,
Dream
Zach
drive
Brown.
at McLaren, got picked up, finished the season well, and now is at Foyt, which has a
That's all right. He'll be in the 12 car by next year. I feel like this is the year Will Power announces
He's a
retirement.
talented young driver, is David Malukas. As you say, Kev, I mean, it was a tough 2024 for this kid, losing that ride before he ever got to do a single
Well, even if he
race
doesn't
on the
retire,
way.
Will Power's in
Thrown
a
that
contract here with
lifeline for
Penske anyway.
Meyer Shank and did an amazing job. Young guy from Chicago area, did very well in the junior categories growing up. And he's getting it done right now for AJ Foyt Racing.
A lot of rumors about David Malukas in line to potentially take over the number 12 car on Team Penske at some point in the future, but right now doing everything that you would expect
Dude, he's doing a great job, dude. He's keeping Rossi right in tow.
Yes.
Will they share that technical partnership with Team Penske? What that means is everything Scott McLaughlin has on his race car, almost everything, is available to David Malukas. And it's not just the bits, it's the setup, it's the numbers, it's all of the seemingly infinite.
Could this be the year we see AJ Foyt Racing get themselves out of poverty?
Penske and Foyt, not the only two teams that have an association in this championship.
I don't know, brother.
Also, Ganassi with Meyer Shank.
Instead of
Right
calling
now,
yourselves
Meyer Shank
commentators,
cars
call
with
yourself
that Ganassi partnership
commendegas.
running 2-3 on track.
And they qualified 3 and 4, so that's not just
I'm down
because
with
of
it.
the way the pits
I
are
can
run.
make
Fresh
that work.
ideas right there, brother.
With that yellow, they've got genuine pace.
I can work
all
with
weekend
that.
long. Both drivers having a scary moment in turn 3 in practice, spinning without hitting anything, which is pretty
Dude,
impressive.
I just don't like the strategy of
West
hitting on
veteran
the
of
at that
series,
first
played
yellow,
with
dude.
Ganassi,
I just don't
run
like
with
it.
Meyer
You
Shank,
gave your track
ran
position
with
away.
McLaren.
You're not being able to move through the field. I mean, Herta's only gained 1 spot.
I mean, started last, up there.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand what they're thinking.
A little bit circumstantial.
They're going to be playing catch up all day to the best car on the grid.
Great story for this team. Prema, dominant in so many formulas around the world. The Italian team comes over.
I'm glad that
All
Callum
new
Milot
IndyCar
has a full
chassis.
opportunity.
They bought
in
5
IndyCar.
of them. That's $4 or $5 million right out of the
Yeah,
gate.
me too.
I'm gonna
He needs
miss
it.
him in
He
World
deserves it.
Endurance Championship because he's so much fun to watch in a sports car, but
took a year off, went and raced
that's
sports
all right.
cars. What a great way to come back.
Look at some pace. I mean, he is pulling away from Joseph Newgarden behind him, who's on the same tire.
This is Prema. Prema stands for Preparazione Macchina, which means preparing
I'll be
racing cars.
back.
This is one of their drivers, Robert Schwartzman.
Roger.
2018 Formula 3 rookie champion. He's raced brilliantly in Formula 2 and hypercars as well.
Remember
Callum Milot,
Schwartzman drove
we
the
know him
AF Corsa
from
number
his history
83
in
last
the
year, right?
NTT
Yeah.
IndyCar Series, a very proficient driver in this team.
I was trying to remember
He's
if he
not
drove
messing
that or if
about.
he actually
They
drove
have
for the
won
AF Corsa
40
team.
titles,
Or the
well,
actual
80 combined, 40 driver, 40 team titles.
I can't believe they
Just
went 1
year.
through 3 at Qatar, dude. That was
Can I get
crazy.
that one more time, the team name?
I did not see that coming.
Preparazione Macchina.
I think Ferrari's gonna be tough to
Prema
beat this year for the World
Racing.
Championship. and
Wonderful to
World
see them
Championship.
in this championship. Currently running top 10.
All right, back to commercial. I'm just waiting to see how Scotty Mack chokes this race away. That's the only thing that's going to stop him from winning the title this year is if he does stupid things like last year. Like in Detroit when he drove into the wall from the lead. Or like getting wrecked by Will Power at Toronto. Or wrecking himself trying to pass Will Power at Laguna, you know?
Yeah.
And then the disqualification at St. Pete last year. Like there's so many things that he did wrong. Oh, we got a car on pit lane. Looked like one of the McLarens. It is. It's Pato O'Ward. They're really changing the strategy around. He pitted under that last caution, and he's pitting again. I think setting that under over at 1.5 was a good freaking call, dude. Because it's like under, like we've got one caution. If it goes green, you hit the under, and then if it goes with another caution, then you hit the over. I feel like we've been really good at our under overs on cautions on our watch parties, dude. Like we always are like at the half where it's one or the other every time. We should be odds makers on that shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, we should bet on it.
Because we're experts, man. We will eventually. Once we get sports betting available where I'm at, dude, we're going to have a 20, 30-minute podcast every week. We're going to call it like best bets or something like that. I don't know. We'll
Yes.
come up with something. Come up with a cool name for it. And we'll do like go through all the races of the weekend and give our projections on bets. I think that'd be fun. On top of Wreckfest Wednesdays coming in March 20
Yes.
something, end of March,
Yes,
maybe early
brother.
April. Once I get the game, I'll test around with it a little bit, and then we'll get a plan going for that.
Yes, brother.
Wreckfest Wednesdays will be fun. I actually like that short course, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was so mad that they took the long course away, which I still love the long course at Coda. Don't get me wrong, but that short course at the Xfinity yesterday was entertaining as hell.
You know,
I don't
well,
love it and I don't hate it. Like I'm just indifferent, man. But it was entertaining.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see. You know,
We'll see how it works for the Cup. Yeah. Well, Xfinity can make anything look good. I mean, they
Yeah,
made
right,
Atlanta
right.
last week look at least semi-moderately okay.
Well,
Well, I might be pushing it a little bit too far there. They made it at least where I can sit and watch it without having to turn it off and leave every 3 freaking laps. McLaughlin opened the lead back up. It's 1.7 now. Dude,
Oh,
Hurt is
no.
13 seconds down, man. McLaughlin, 43% of the vote. Everybody sees the dominant performance old Scotty Max putting on. They're changing their votes. Oh, man. If you guys are in the comment section, we put the under over at 1.5 cautions at the beginning of the race. Put under or over in the chat. We're at 1 right now. So if you put under, you're expecting it to go green the rest of the way. If you put over, you're expecting 1 more yellow at minimum. What an awful weekend for Pato Ward.
Yeah.
He's going to go lap down.
You gotta fight
For the right
to party.
I think that was the first time they tried to explain something to us like we're toddlers.
You know.
That's good. That's good. I mean, we could be 3/4 of the way into the NASCAR season. They'll still try to explain it to you as if you're the first time ever watching the damn thing. Like, I understand the first race of the year because people are like, oh, what's this? I got to check this out, you know? But when you get like 3/4 of the way through the season, people have been watching. And if they're not watching, then they haven't been watching, you know?
Yeah.
2.5 seconds now, dude. The long run pace of that 3. Dude, I knew McLaughlin was going to win this race, dude. I'm telling you, bro. He's going to win the championship this year, man.
Ugh. I still like to see, you know, how he can do on ovals.
McLaughlin?
Yeah.
He won 2 ovals last year.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can keep that going, though. I think really the only thing he needs to work on is just finishing where he is, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he tries a little too hard sometimes, pushes a little too much, and ends up taking a 5th place run and turning it into 20th, you know?
Yeah.
Can't do that to win an IndyCar championship. That's why Palou has been so dominant. Palou's like, if I got a 7th place car, I'm going to finish 6th or 7th with it. Like, I'll get 1 more spot, but that's all I'm going to get. I'm not going to put myself in a situation, compromised situation to wreck and lose this many points. I think Palou wins an oval this year, though. I'm calling it now. I think it happens. Armstrong's running down Rosenquist. And Lundgaard's running him down, too. Rosenquist fell off a cliff. I wonder if he burned his stuff up, dude, trying to keep up with McLaughlin. I like what Kevin Lee said to start off the Indy NXT broadcast. It's 69 and sunny here in St. Petersburg. I was like, God bless your soul, Kevin Lee. Well, we're 30% of the way. Dixon's closing into Newgarden. Watch Dixon win this race. I would not be shocked one bit.
They just got good strategy, you know?
He's just so good. Like, there's just, you can't ever count him out in any race, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Like, if it's a race of fuel mileage, he's going to win it. Like 90% of the time. Jeez. Yeah, that pit strategy was stupid. I just don't understand why all those guys pitted. Made no sense. We didn't even have one lap of green and they pitted. Oh, here we go. Here comes Rosenquist. Is he putting the softs on or is he going back to hards? He is putting softs. Is that Malukas? Oh, that's a terrible blend. Oh, look at all the dirty air he just caught. Oh my god. I can't believe he hung on to that. Oh my god, dude. So ginger on them cold tires, dude. All right, here
Here
we
he
go.
comes.
Armstrong stays out. Lundgaard stays out. Rossi stays out. Is he going soft? He's going softs too. Wing adjustment and off.
More front down foes.
See where he blends. No traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Easy.
Yeah, that was about as perfect as it gets right there. Just can't make a mistake.
They crank
Dude,
it on that front line.
You couldn't have executed that any better, dude. No traffic in front of him. Nobody behind him to pressure him with the cold tires. Let's see how long they push the soft tires, though.
It's like Rossi's in.
Rossi.
Newgarden up to 5th.
Yep, Newgarden up to 5th. Hurdo to 4th.
Dixon and Palou P6, P7. It doesn't really matter, though. They're still too far
Yeah,
behind.
they've still got a pit again.
They got to do something crazy, you know?
Well, I think if they're hoping for a caution here under one of these pit sequences, because then, well, no, because that wouldn't help either. And they're gonna need some craziness.
Yeah, they're gonna need some.
They're gonna need to pit and then get a caution instantly. Because the way it's looking is with Rosenquist and McLaughlin on the soft tires, they need to run another 5 laps pit and then get a caution like 5 laps later. And then they would get off the softs, lose their track position. You would cycle to the front. Lundgaard. Armstrong still hasn't pitted. Ray Hall hasn't either. Oh, it's going to be a terrible blend. Oh, no. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
They cut that by the razor's edge, dude, on that strategy. Damn. They would have waited one more lap. They were screwed. Damn.
That's crazy.
Those soft tires are going to suck today.
What's the weather like? What did they say?
69 and sunny.
69? That's not that warm. I mean, it is direct sunlight. Oh, he had a bad...
Little bit of an incident.
Little
Dang,
bit of a
that's going to
blip.
cost him, especially considering the amount of time that they were gaining.
Where's McLaughlin at?
Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh, man. Here he goes. Ooh, shit.
He's ahead of Lundgaard, but he's behind McLaughlin.
That's still a win.
Yeah,
he stayed out way long.
The only problem is I don't like these soft tires, dude. They're already talking about the time fall off is massive. 1 second difference between older hards versus the soft news. Which means the softs are going to fall off immensely in a short amount of time. Here comes Herta.
Here he comes.
We'll see if anybody matches it. If I'm Dixon and Palou, I'd probably stretch it an extra couple laps. Because you're still on the hards.
Yeah.
You're on sticker hards. Or they were sticker hards when you put them on. McLaughlin, 50% on the pole right now. Oh, no. This is typical freaking Andretti, bro. Chokes it.
Well, fly me in. I can do it better than that.
Well, that's it for them. Their race is done. Just opening it up for Dixon to have an opportunity now.
What do you mean race rusty, man? You had all off season.
Yeah. Literally, you have one job. You couldn't practice that at least 100 times during the off season.
Dude, I remember if you were part of the pit crew team at Foyt, you had to do CrossFit during the off season. And then we would do pit practice every day after work. I don't know.
That was just
maybe that dude's dog died today or something.
Yeah, it had to have been something like that. That's rough, man.
RUFF, rough.
rough. Oh, man, we're bad, dude. Didn't Francesco just pit and he came back again?
I don't know. Here comes Newgarden.
Dixon and Palou stay out. They're going for the super.
Yes,
overcut.
brother. That's what they have to do, though. They have to.
I agree. I agree. I mean, considering how bad these soft tires are going to fall off, I like the strategy. The only problem
let's
is
see how this inside front does. It's either going to be. Oh no, I've read about her. She's kick ass. Look at that.
Boom!
But she missed the
show, but that's okay.
It's the fueler that messed it up.
Fueler. Oh man, this has been absolute tragedy, bro. With the pit stops.
Oh man, you know what?
That was a good blend, but
you don't have to have stages to make a good race.
No, the complete opposite. I like how freaking Dale Jesus was saying on his podcast that they need to take stages away from Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta. I'm like,
all of them.
Why? All of them, dude. I mean, you were the one that was like, yeah, we got to get rid of stages at road courses, and then you bitched when they took them away because you said the race wasn't compelling enough, and now you want to take it away from Daytona. Like, come on, dude. Make up your frickin' mind, dude.
Now, that doesn't mean there needs to be work done on race lengths.
Oh, exactly.
Because there is some work to be done there.
Well, the races would be done shorter if you didn't have to pause the race every 40 minutes to do a stage break, you know?
Of course. And
but
a phenomenal pit stop by Dixon, of course.
Lengths of races should be shrunk anyway.
Jeez, Palou, how much fuel are you using, man? Good lord!
Oh, man. Dixon just leaped Newgarden. Dixon's now leading the strategy. The second strategy.
Yes.
But he's on full tires.
The GOAT. He is the GOAT.
He is, dude. He's the absolute GOAT, bro. He was third in the strategy, and now he's the leading it, dude. That's just insane, bro. Now Herta's trying to hound Palou on cold tires. Oh, big move to the inside.
Yeah, he just let him go. Just let him go.
Yeah, I mean, he's on cold tires. You can't really defend that.
Unless you're Scott Dixon, of course.
Yeah, true. Scott Dixon could do anything, dude. He's a freaking beast.
He's coming back, though. Use that P2P, baby. All right, we got a 7-second lead here, brother. Go back to the battle.
Wow, look how bad Rosenquist did on that sequence, dude.
Terrible.
Damn. I'm just happy my favorite and Dark Horse are leading the race right now, first and second. I did good on picks this week. That's all I'm going to say.
Dang.
That was a hell of a move. Barely made it work. Oh. That was heads up by Abel to not turn in any further than he did. He knew.
Yep. Dude, look at this. McLaughlin is just freaking nuts,
absolutely annihilating the field today.
Oh, man.
He's freaking a beast, dude.
What's going on here? We gotta... Oh, never mind. That was pre-race. I was like, dude, there's somebody parachuting into the race? What?
That's badass. Imagine if he mistimed his jump or missed his poor trajectory. And the later McLaughlin, he takes out the parachuter. Absolutely obliterates him.
Oh. Did you ever... So there's a documentary about an old F1 race. I think it was in the 80s. A track marshal ran out on the track to go and help a driver who crashed and got hit by a car and got, like, instantly decapitated.
Oh, I know, dude. It was one of the craziest things, dude. Yeah, I saw that documentary, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. R.I.P.
Well, that's why they quit running to the cars at Le Mans, too, is because of those motherfuckers would run to the car and they wouldn't be putting their belts on until they were down the Mulsanne Straight.
Yeah, right.
And one year, one guy crashed and got severely freaking hurt because he didn't have his seatbelts on. It's like, dude, absolutely nuts, man. Can you imagine running a 24-hour race and not taking the extra 10 seconds to put your seatbelts on and thinking that 10 seconds is going to be life and death, you know, to win the race? Like, come on, dude. Like, those guys were ridiculous back then, man. Different steel. Definitely different testicular fortitude back in the day.
Yeah.
And that was back in the day when the Mulsanne Straight didn't have the chicanes. It was just a straight-up straightaway, dude. Like, come on. What are we doing?
Ugh. Oof.
I think in the 24-hour Le Mans, though, they should do every year. They should have what they call one Joker lap. You get one Joker lap a year in the 24-hour race to run the Mulsanne Straight without taking the chicanes.
That would be cool.
That would be badass. You can only do it one time, one lap, the entire race. But you get to do it.
Just
I'd do it on I'd save it for the last lap. Yeah, when you're battling somebody, they've used theirs earlier. You have it. Just go for it. Send it. That'd be some strategy, man. Same with Daytona. Like at Rolex, you get one lap where you get to just go down the back straight away. You don't have to take the chicane. Dude, he's 11.8 seconds up on Lundgaard. Whoa, Armstrong pitted again. He's getting rid of the softs. He's going straight back to hards.
Yep.
This is a good
it's
strategy. I like it. The amount of fall off we've seen. Dude, 12 seconds is McLaughlin up on Lundgaard, bro. That is insane, dude. Oh, that he's got to hold him off. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Oh, man.
Cooter. All right, here it is. Softs are done. Yep. I was about to say the same thing. Pitting here makes everybody on a 3-stopper. So unless you pit it at the beginning, then it's a 4-stopper. Oh, he didn't blend as good this time, did McLaughlin? He blended in a lot of traffic. He's a victim of his own speed. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh. What is it?
They have.
Did they say?
He asked. They didn't say. They said that he asked for if he had any damage. Because something wasn't right, and they said there's no damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. There's locking tabs on the hub for the nut.
Yeah,
if you go past the tabs, you could still have the possibility of it being loose, but the locking tabs hold the nut on the wheel. Or on the hub, sorry.
That was a good stop by Rosenquist, but I think he, pace-wise, ran himself out of this race. Dude, look at Dixon, though, dude. His gap down to Lundgaard's only 6.3. Dixon's having a hell of a race, bro. He pulled away from Newgarden. Dixon's a podium threat today, dude.
Full push. Yes, brother.
I think as it sits, I think your podium is going to be McLaughlin, Lundgaard, and Dixon. That's what it's kind of looking like. We'll have to see how it all cycles through. But here comes Herta again. They're having a fueling issue on the Andretti car. Oh, George! Where are you at,
George! He's here!
Oh, goodness, George. Whoa!
I missed it.
That blend was risky. Almost took that front end off of the number 8 car, Simpson.
Really?
I hope they show a replay of that. That was insane. I mean, he comes off a pit road and he barely clears him like this. Like, that could have been big. Dang, what a great run he had going, too. He was in a podium position.
Yeah.
He was net P2. Now Lundgaard's net P2. The Mayor Shank team.
They're on schedule.
On schedule.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Oh, no.
That sucks.
The heartbreak. What a run he was having, too, man. I like this. Look how many side-by-sides we're actually getting.
Yeah, it's good.
Learn something from NASCAR with your freaking broadcast. I like how they have that little graphic at the top, like the yellow and green time during the race. They want so hard for it
there
to be
goes
like
the 66.
NASCAR. I think it broke this rear suspension, dude, to be honest. Because he said that he was like, do I have any damage? And they said no. And then next thing you know, his rear end's broken. That's unfortunate, man. What a great run he was having. I'm surprised how long Lundgaard's pushing those soft tires. Him and Rossi. Well, we're halfway. McLaughlin leading the pole 56% right now. Dude, Lundgaard's still not pitting, dude. How long is he gonna go on these soft tires, man? Look at Dixon's closing up to him, dude. Dixon's trying to get himself to the P2, bro.
Yeah. The GOAT. The absolute GOAT.
He's the only one that can make that strategy work, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's already right there with Rossi.
In the McLaren, Rossi in the ECR. Rossi, of course, who raced for McLaren last season, moving to ECR.
Dixon is just putting on an absolute display, bro.
Two familiar faces in very different places leading this race, but Townsend Bell, are they on the optimum strategy?
Oh, it's a big but because both of those...
They're still on these soft tires, bro. How long are they going to go?
And Kevin, the softer tire we think is only good for about 10 to 12 laps. That would mean they would have to stop 2 more times to make it to the end unless they try to limp home on the soft compound.
I mean, I like the strategy call. Do something different.
You have to. You have to against McLaughlin.
The only thing is, though, it's like, are you trying to protect a podium, though? Because, like, this is going to hurt.
I do not think this one's going the way they want it to go. I'm with you, T-Bell. When you think about the stops remaining and you look at the gaps,
They want to try to
the
get it
cars
on one
behind,
more
it's just not
stop.
really working out, this strategy.
So
I
with
don't
that
know,
in
we'll
mind,
see.
is it still a battle of two groups? One led by Dixon, Newgarden, and
Well, it's three
Palou.
strategies now because Rossi and
Multiple
Lundgaard
champions
have created a
within
third
this
strategy
field
here.
today. Or
Just
can
by the
Scott
length of
McLaughlin
stint.
still do it?
No, McLaughlin's in that group. Scott Dixon, Newgarden, Palou, that group all the way down to McLaughlin need one more stop to make it to the end. They've all satisfied the tire requirement. Guys, that orange and blue PNC car is on point to potentially win his first ever Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.
And not only that, he is catching Alexander Rossi ahead. Now, for more on the tire compounds for today's race, why don't we take a look at Tire Talk, sponsored by Firestone.
And that has been the storyline of the weekend. Are the softer tires, the alternates with the green sidewalls, going to last long enough? Made it a little bit easier for some
Heavenly.
because of that early caution, so they bailed. But the top two in this race still need to be able to make it last. They still have to run the alternates at some point. So that's Lundgaard and Rossi. Rossi's strategy, he's hoping it stays green late in the race. He was hoping to run long enough to only need to do 10 laps.
That makes sense. Okay, so Rossi and Lundgaard are not on the softs.
So
They went hards
but I think
again
you're right,
on
Scott
that last
Dixon
pit
might
stop.
be
So
in
they
the
still have to
catbird
run the
seat.
softs.
Curse of the commentators. He's never
This strategy ain't
run
gonna work at all.
around this track.
Not for them.
Give it to him.
No, they're screwed. They just threw away
Lundgaard
podiums.
Still leads from Alexander Rossi. Dixon catching the pair of them.
And look, we've seen pit stop problems already from one of the top organizations. Plus, you've got Joseph Newgarden, a two-time champ. Alex Palou, a three-time champ right behind you. This thing is still blown wide open. Dixon's sitting in a good spot, but he is not the only guy that's looking pretty at this moment with 55 laps done.
I'll be keeping an eye on that baby blue PPG Chevy Joseph Newgarden's driving just behind Dixon. Think about
Yeah,
how
Newgarden's kind of
fast
closed back in
Scott
on Dixon a
McLaughlin
little bit
was
here.
in the lead. Joseph Newgarden's in the exact same equipment, presumably the exact same settings. This guy won the race last year, was penalized post-race down the road, had the win taken
Penalized.
away from him.
Penal.
Illegal technical infraction, and now has a chance to make it right today. Jack, what can you tell us about Newgarden? Earlier in the race, he was reporting some understeer. As the track's rubbering in, he's more and more happy with his race car. They actually haven't made any tire pressure or wing adjustments today, so this is pure track evolution. But Jose's feeling quite good right now.
Evolution. Why did they change every enunciation?
I don't know, man.
everywhere?
I don't know.
Consider coming into a race.
Kills me sometimes, man.
Especially because
It's like
a temporary
Get it.
track.
Tuesday.
It's not a race track.
What?
Tuesday.
Going down only happens once a year. It changes a lot.
Purr.
Of course, on the Grand Prix. So what you have to think about is not just the setup you want it to have at the start of the race, but as that track evolves, that balance changes, what you want it to have at the end of the race. You can make some adjustments in the pit lane, like we saw the wing change or the tire pressures like Jack mentioned. The drivers have a couple tools inside the car they can use to adjust the handling. But if Joseph's made no adjustments whatsoever, that means they found that perfect sweet spot compromise on the setup, and it's showing right now. It's working well.
And we talk about that sweet spot.
I mean, I get it with the Brits do it, but for Townsend to say penal just
some will not have that option.
just
They
blows
will
my
have
mind.
to run the soft still at some point
Kills
in
me,
time.
brother.
Those drivers, Lundgaard and Rossi,
Like
and
he's
also
trying so hard to
Callum
fit in
Arnott,
with the
a
cool
word for
kids
him
club.
As we look down the top 10, let's run primary in that brand new Prema car. Sits P8 at the moment. A top 10 running at over half distance here. Great job so far for that new team.
Absolutely, especially when you consider between Dixon, Newgarden, Palou, you're talking about, what, 11 championships with those three guys? So to be up with the big boys, impressive, especially given the time off that Callum Ilott had from this championship.
A look at your lap leaders, sponsored by NTT. Scott McLaughlin, no surprise there to see him atop that pylon. 38 laps for
That's for the bonus
him.
points.
He's led so much of this race, but it may be slipping away from him. Lundgaard leads. Dixon has the advantage, but do not count out Scott McLaughlin, just 8.4 off the lead. Three completely
Well, Dixon
different strategies
got right there to
which will
Rossi, and he kind of
converge
leveled out.
within the final 10 laps of the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.
We think you'll see Lundgaard and Rossi coming to pits in about 10 laps or so. So much more to play out here.
As we take a look at Felix Rosenquist, hoping to make up.
It really hasn't been that bad of a broadcast, though.
No.
I mean, it's not CW quality, but it's not NASCAR on Fox quality either. I'm just glad we're getting mostly side-by-side commercials. I don't think we've really had any full-screen commercials yet. Might not be available in your area. What do you mean? Just reopen it. What the hell? Trying to confirm my location. It's like, you're not from that area. You're from another area. Are you sure you're in that area? Yeah,
Are you sure?
I am. I am. Damn it. The season-long backmarker battle is going to be between freaking Stingray Rob, Jacob Abel, and Devlin G. Francesco. Every week it's going to be those three guys battling for P last. And out of those three, it's Jacob Abel that has the most talent. It's just lack of experience and equipment that's the problem.
What a backwards leap that Rahal took this year, man.
I know, dude. I mean, they made a good move by getting rid of Numbnuts, Fittipaldi, but then they bring in Devlin. Like,
money talks, I guess.
Numbnuts gets replaced by No Nuts. Like I said, dude, this race is going to play out just like Portland. Lap 1 wreck,
taking
green
them
all
out
the
of the
way
race, and
through.
what that did was thrust us into a mixture of strategies which are only now starting to play out. All of those who started on the alternate tire were able to get rid of them under caution, giving us two groups, and from that group only Lundgaard and Rossi remained.
Man, I was really thinking
on
Dixon
track
was going to
as
get by Rossi
they
and Lundgaard here,
primary
and he just never
to
did.
primary. But now Scott Dixon is catching them, bringing this back into his grasp potentially for a first victory here on the streets of St. Petersburg. We've heard from Louis Foster, we've heard from Nolan Siegel, we haven't heard from Will Power, but we know that he has been declared
I don't think any of these guys have run the soft tires yet. McLaughlin already got that out of the way. Trying to figure out how this is going to cycle through.
Dixon catching up.
38 laps to go, as you saw there in the upper left-hand corner. Lap 62 of 100 complete, so these cars can go about 34, 35 laps on fuel.
61.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we're 61 complete there, bud.
On the right-hand side.
Unless they're doing it different than every other motorsport in the history of motorsports, but
well,
leave
this
it to
isn't
NASCAR
NASCAR.
and Fox. Leave it to Fox.
Have to do an extra one if they go to the softs and can't hang on. And it's for Dixon, Newgarden, Palou. Sorry, James. One more stop to the end.
Yeah, that's what was pissing me off last night is they got to the white flag in the World Endurance Championship race with like 8 seconds to go. And so they threw the white flag because it was the last lap. Time expired.
Yeah.
It's like, but then NASCAR day, time expires. We got to run 2 extra laps. It's like, why?
2 extra laps.
We only ran 1 extra in every other motorsport.
Well, they had to do it in Chicago for the Tyler Reddick factor.
Yeah, they had to create manufactured drama at the end. Yeah.
Clinch a little tighter. You hold in the wheel a little too tight on the first 10 laps.
you're trying a little bit too hard. You burn so much energy. I always found early in the season, it takes a lot to relax.
And especially when they explained it several times. When the time expires, the next flag is the white flag. They explained it multiple times, and then they changed the entire rule
you really start to get into the rhythm and the percussion of repeatability lap after lap.
Christian Lundgaard, the 23-year-old Dane, racing for McLaren, making his debut for McLaren here in St. Petersburg, is not turning up to make up the numbers at McLaren. Everybody looking at Pato Award to be the de facto
we should make some merch that says "What is a white flag?"
Yeah. What is a white? NASCAR needs a lot of help. What is a caution? What is a white flag?
He is fast, and he is here to play ball. Leads the race 1.5 seconds from Alexander Rossi, who in that ECR team who have had that massive investment, that all-new livery with that beautiful, almost Air Force.
Shoot, they're probably going to throw a curveball at us this week and be like, what is a green flag? Probably a false restart. Oh, here goes Rossi. I like the overcut by Lundgaard, though. Because he's going to have to put the softs on, right? Yep, there it is.
Yep. And this is the alternate stint. The plan was to try to make it the last stint, but they don't want to.
I'm Lundgaard. I'm pushing my fuel all the way to the end, dude. If I can get as close to the end without having to freaking put those softs on to the very end, dude, that's what I'm doing.
Including the team that the tires would last long enough. And by the way, that's by design by Firestone. They want a big difference between the two compounds.
I think you got to try.
Oh, this can be a good blend.
It's like Firestone has a freaking brain.
No doubt. When you bring two different tire compounds, they're completely different tire compounds. They're not like, oh, this one's
revolutionary,
just
Jake. It's revolutionary. Start a civil war about it.
Oh man. I mean, even in IMSA and WEC, they do a great job with tire compounds. Like, you can tell the difference between the tire compounds. NASCAR, it's like, what kind of tire do you want? You want the Jesus Stone tire, or do you want the Jesus almost as hard as Stone tire?
All right, I need to go get a beer.
For almost 6 months, a yellow is almost inevitable at some point. It's just when it falls.
You just never know here at St. Pete. I mean, little accidents can happen. Like I said, as the body starts to fade, the mind starts to fall behind.
And here what happens is you get desperate battles deep in the field, right? Somebody like Pato Award that's running 18th, he's like, dude, what do I care? I'm going to make every move as big as possible and try to get myself into the top 15. 18th isn't going to cut it for Pato Award.
I don't know how long Rossi's going to be able to stick up on these soft tires. Nobody's been able to all day.
On that soft tire and try to feel things out, see if he can stretch it and make it work where others haven't today.
Lundgaard able to extend his stint by a couple of laps, doing a wonderful job still out front, but Scott Dixon now starting to reel him in as well. And guys, it is astonishing that Scott Dixon, in his more than 20 years in this championship, having visited this track so many times, has still not won around these streets when he's won pretty much.
That's a crazy stat that Scott Dixon hasn't won at St. Pete yet. I could have swore I thought I've seen
I don't know
him.
that it bothers him that much, but he would love to have a St. Pete win. He's got, as Will said, everything else, the 500, winning on every type of circuit and doing so for such a long period. That's the thing about Scott Dixon, winning consistently across all 22 years.
That's a crazy stat, dude. That Scott Dixon has not won at St. Pete yet.
Yeah, right?
I could have swore I thought he won one by now.
It doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
I've got to say,
He's closing up to Lundgaard. 6/10.
Than I've seen in a while. He turned up
I think Scott Dixon's a threat for the win today, man.
Dude looks amazing. He's in his
mid-40s
and he's like a god.
Best finish is seconds 4 times. Oh, Barber is 6 times in second.
I'm with you, Will. I mean, I used to train every day with this guy when I was in IndyCar, and he is an absolute beast in the gym, as dedicated to his fitness as he is to his driving. And yeah,
he's the GOAT, man.
Such an advantage when you're at this.
He's in his mid-40s. He's still wheeling and dealing.
Closing down on Lundqvist there, or sorry, Lundgaard.
How does that feel? when you're leading
Lundgaard,
the
I'm
race as a
surprised how
driver,
long
you
he's able to
see in
stretch
your
this dude.
mirrors
This is
around
good
the street
stuff, dude.
Is that famous orange and blue car of Scott Dixon, and you know you have one of the greatest of all time in this sport hounding you for the lead.
Yeah, you don't love it.
McLaughlin looks human again now that he's stuck in
But you
traffic.
also know Christian Lundgaard, a very
Well,
smart driver at just 23 years old. He's already getting an
His
IndyCar
time
winner.
is coming.
His team will be
You know,
giving him the information to tell him
it'll be
where
towards
he
the end of the
stands.
race.
Let's listen.
We'll see
Yeah.
McLaughlin back up front.
Christian, we're going to go to Alts when we get in here. We need to do everything we can to make them last. Don't slip them in turn 4. Don't slide them. Bring them in easy.
They're gonna try and put the softs onto the
They're
end,
going
dude.
the
Oh
alternate,
my
alternate
god.
approach there, not going hard.
That's-
making
that's
it
gonna
last
be
10
terrible.
laps and
That's
coming in.
gonna
They're
be a
try to
freaking
stretch these things
nightmare.
30 laps to the end. That is significantly further than
They've
anyone
only
else
lasted
has.
like 10 to
And as a
15
driver, you
laps
do that by
most on
essentially
anybody
driving
else.
Slow. You have to underdrive the car to make that work. But even still, I mean, Townsend, that's twice as long as we've seen anybody run them.
Yeah, I mean, how do you do it? You just try to take slip out of your driving style. That's not pushing the front end where the tire's sliding at all, not spinning up the rears with that 700 horsepower. Easier said than done, though. A race
He's just holding up the field, though. Look at Luton, like bringing Newgard and
Dancing
Amplo back
on the
into the
tip of
mix.
needle, if you will, of adhesion. And today, Christian Lundgaard and Rossi, they're going to need to take it down a notch to make those tires last to the end.
Quite the mission as we sat on board for the mission car there.
You know, just behind this group
Yeah,
here,
but I have not
Cal
seen
Kirkwood running
Dixon
right
and
now in
Newgarden even
P5
run
is
the
effectively
softs yet, unless they started on
Q3
softs.
As we see the 7 now dive into the
All right,
pits.
here
They
he
might
goes.
have. They might have.
He is gonna roll
It's
the dice
potential.
in a big way.
If
Going
that's
to
the case,
soft
then Dixon
tires
is
and
basically
trying
your
to
leader
make the
now.
blast for
Yep.
a full 30 laps. Jack, he is heading down your way for a crucial stop.
That's a
here
tough
late in the
ask.
race.
Yeah,
That is
they've
a
said
tough
they
ask.
really wanna try
Dude,
and
that's a
make these
long
last.
way to
Bring
go
them
to
in
the end.
easy.
So-
He's just hit the marks perfect.
That's going to be your
All
next
tires are
caution.
going
You're going to see a tire
New tires
blowout.
are going on,
Yeah.
the softer tire,
Yeah, absolutely
the
potential.
slight bubble.
Or lose control and wreck with no
31
grip.
laps, if he's going to do it, to make these tyres last to the conclusion of the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Christian Lundgaard, who has done such a phenomenal job today.
I
to
bet you they
lead this
regret not
race.
putting the
Exits ahead
alternates on when
critically of his
McLaughlin
rival,
and Rosenqvist did.
Alexander Rossi. All of these strategies starting to come together, but it's Scott Dixon, one of the greatest to
I think Dixon's going to win this race, dude. Live timing and scoring shows McLaughlin in third now, so Newgarden and Kirkwood just pitted. That timing and scoring can't be right. We're on lap 72 of 100 on timing and scoring. Shows Newgarden in fourth and Kirkwood in fifth. How was McLaughlin ahead of? Oh, because they just pitted. All right, Newgarden and Kirkwood down pit lane. It looks like on timing and scoring. Rossi's in pit too. Same with Ferrucci. Why Rossi did not put those freaking softs on for very long? He's got off them quick. I think the battle's between McLaughlin and Dixon, dude. I think that's the race win battle. What commercial is this?
Yeah, right?
This is this is weird.
Actually kind of kicks ass.
I don't know what they're going for here. Our cars move fast, the ranchers don't. Raised right, raised slow. Chevrolet. No, it's good ranchers. Oh man, that would have been a terrible slogan if that was Chevrolet, dude. I can't believe that's still around, dude. Animation domination. I do like this show, man. I've been watching it off and on Peacock.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking show.
Whole new.
All right, lap 74.
Welcome back
McLaughlin back to the lead. Out, Palou just pitted.
Stops are coming thick and fast. Your leader, Scott Dixon, still out on track, but Joseph Newgarden and Alex Palou both pitted.
Is McLaughlin going to go to the end on those tires? I think he can.
Newgarden and Lundgaard. Here it is.
I don't know. I think fuel would be the issue.
Oh, look at that! Just barely leaves
Wow.
Lundgaard.
Wow.
Wow.
Or hang on to slower pace.
Rossi's already actually come in, got off of those softs. He's back on the hards, but Lundgaard.
Palou is ahead of Newgarden.
Ryan Barnhart, he's going to try to make these.
Palou leaped Newgarden, dude. Palou's in a podium spot, or potential podium spot. He's got to get by Rosenquist, obviously.
I just asked Chip Ganassi, team owner, any changes? He said no.
All right, this is the Dixon show now. Dixon versus McLaughlin.
Let's see what he can do.
Here it is.
McLaughlin once again. Let's look at the blend. There goes Palou.
Oh, Palou leaves Dixon.
Wow.
Huge. Palou got ahead of his
Palou is looking at a podium.
That could be the race-winning move for Alex Palou ahead of Scott Dixon. That could put Scott Dixon into second again.
Unreal. This is why this guy's got 3 championships in the last 4 years. Normally, this is an overcut race where running longer is advantageous. He pit first, got up to speed.
Wow, Palou's gonna win, dude.
That lap was so impressive, and this could potentially be the move to win the race. Now Newgarden is sniffing blood in the water. He wants to get by Dixon.
Dixon under pressure from Joseph Newgarden, and the pit stop still coming thick and fast. Your race leader Scott McLaughlin.
There was a little bit of a delay on the exit with Dixon. I think that's what cost him. Here comes McLaughlin. McLaughlin's not going to win this race.
Scott McLaughlin, they made a couple changes in the 2 pit stops prior. No changes here. A little slow on the left front for the 3.
Guys, Joseph Newgarden just got by Scott Dixon in turn 1. They were side by
side.
And we missed it.
Newgarden
Palou's going to win this race, dude.
Dixon was trying to find tire temperature.
That's what he had to do. Those outlaps.
Hello, Palou, man.
Townsend, you know it. Trying to get heat in the tires. Let's take a look at it on the push to pass. Late on the brakes. I mean, that's one of the best in the business to do it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
Pushed him a little
what a pass.
But that was good, fair stuff. Let's take a look from the onboard of the number 2 machine. Get the driver's eye view of it all.
What'd you call that, Townsend? Little hip check or just a little hello?
I don't even remember what I said. I was that fired up for the moment. Meanwhile,
Just a little bit of that hello, Palou.
Rosenquist still leads, but he last pitted almost 30 laps ago, so he will have to come and make his final stop. But Alex Palou, what a magic job to do the undercut. His team manager, Mike Hall, told me that the undercut.
So that's what happened is they started on the soft. And that's why they pitted early. It makes sense.
The Meyer-Shank team goes to work. Everything looks smooth. Fuel and tires like clockwork.
Well, this is the battle for the win now. Palou is leader at 25, 26 laps to go. Newgarden, Dixon, McLaughlin, and then Kirk was top left. Dude, Palou just masterclassed it, dude. Like, it looked like he was out of it. And then he somehow cycles ahead of... Look at the gap he has now.
It's like he's
God, dude, Palou is unbeatable.
Don't sleep on him, brother.
All right,
Don't sleep on it.
Since we're all cycles are done.
In the last couple of laps, this is a masterclass from the 3-time champ.
Palou only got 18% of the vote.
Oh, man.
Moment of the race. This is it. The moment at the blend line that he takes the advantage and ultimately the move that would hand him the lead.
And Dixon would have been on that push to pass, just itching to hit the button, get the speed limiter off and attack, and seen his teammate coming. And this is something Dixon has seen too much of over the last 4 seasons, and he is getting sick of it.
Look at VK up in the 9th.
For Ganassi in the DHL Honda.
Lundgaard on those soft tires, man. He's back to 10th, bro. His whole race fell apart.
Final 25 laps on the streets of St. Pete.
Well, it's hello Palou time. Colton Herta is not even in the top 15, bro.
That's sad.
That's
really.
fuel issues, man. Had to make an extra stop compared to everybody else. Oh, we got 22 laps to go. And away we go. Dude, Palou's already opened up a 5.2 second gap to New Garden.
Yes.
Jesus, bro. He's a beast, dude. He's unstoppable. Alex Palou's trying to three-peat. 4 out of 5 years. Oh, New Garden just said the best lap. But he's still losing time. I don't understand how that works. Unless that was his personal best lap. How to award 13 seconds off the lead. Well, we got 20 laps to go.
Let's take a look then at the big move sponsored by Pods.
This was insane pass.
Up the inside of the six-time champion,
Whoa.
Scott Dixon.
Oh, man.
Newgarden throwing muscle and a little shade to Dixon. There was almost contact. Two of the most experienced drivers in the field, though.
And interesting from Dixon to stay on the racing line, not to try to defend. It just gives Joseph the opportunity to open those hands, widen it up, and take the place.
Got to be soul-crushing, though, for Scott Dixon. So many times.
Wow, Newgarden's actually cutting the lead down to Palou a little bit.
The man today. He now runs third. A podium, not bad, but winning at St. Pete would be pretty awesome for the driver of the 9. Still 20 laps to go here at St. Pete. But it's Alex Palou.
I mean, scoring's way ahead of the broadcast.
A lesson for the field on precision.
It's like 2 laps ahead.
Patience, all of the attributes of a champion.
And you know what? There's one guy that's got a lot of fight left in him today. That's going to be Scott McLaughlin. He won't want to leave here with anything less than a podium. He had such a phenomenal day yesterday. Wanted to win this from the pole. Currently a couple of seconds behind his countryman Scott Dixon. Scott McLaughlin trying to pull that in as we ride on board with the Chili's Honda of Kyle Kirkwood, who's managed to find his way into fifth.
Yeah, and that's a great result right now. They're running solidly in the top 5. This is a guy who excels on the street circuits. And we saw pace in his first year with Andretti. We saw consistency in his second year. Year 3 for Kyle Kirkwood is all about combining those two things. And a top 5 to start the season. Chili's on board that race car. That's a great way to kick things off.
It is. And I was teammates with Kyle Kirkwood about 3 weeks ago at the 24 Hours of Daytona. And I'll tell you, for a young guy, he has learned so much about the nuances of car setup, the nuances of massaging the mechanical systems on the race car with the engineers.
He's just absolutely obliterating them right
now. He uses
oh, baby.
in the toolbox
That's what I'm talking about.
to make it work on race day. Super impressive in his 4th season now.
Here's teammates with Colton Herta, second in the championship last year. Marcus Ericsson, the other driver on that team, a 500 champion. So this is a driver that really wants to assert himself within that team, bring himself to that level, be considered a championship contender, and this is a great start.
It's top 10 with 19 to go is Alex Palou from Joseph Newgarden, and Scott Dixon runs third. Then it's Scott McLaughlin and Kyle Kirkwood. How about this? Pato O'Ward, P6, having had a horrible day, although I'm sure he may have to stop.
He will.
Perhaps one more time to drop him down the order, but runs P6 perhaps in a little vision of what
Look at
might
BK
have been.
in
Marcus
ninth,
Ericsson,
dude.
who was
What a
so far
run
third
out of
this
that
weekend,
Delco
runs
team,
7th.
dude. This whole weekend was a
up in the
freaking
top three for
success.
so much of the day is 8th. Renus VK, impressive as always in the Dale Coyne entry, P9, and then Lundgaard currently.
Lundgaard ain't making it to the end of this race. There's no way he's pushing them softs for 30-something. Cooter's in 16th.
On your start set of prime. Reds are not lasting 16 laps.
Well, Lundgaard's going to tell you, we're going to try.
Can we go to the soft tire? And his strategist, Nick Snyder, they're telling him, hey, they're not going to last that long. So Pato O'Ward, frustrating day. You can hear it on the radio, and you can see it in his hands, where thanks to Aero for those onboard moments, big oversteer coming onto the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's a frustrated guy, and understandably so. It's kind of really gone wrong from this for this team from the start of this race, but you still got to stay calm behind the wheel. You got to just salvage what you can. This is not a day to remember for Pato and the 5 team, but a day that is shaping up quite nicely for Alex Palou. It is incredible. I mean, the precision that he has, the execution that he has. He qualified 8th and has put himself up in contention to win this race.
This is
so
crazy.
Impressive.
He is
Look at Palou's a beast.
Simply phenomenal. Our 3-time champion, Alex Palou, who's right on board, and the good heart on board with the number 77, Stingray Rob.
Another commercial, man? Come on. $16 to go. Alex Palou just putting on a masterclass. Stingray is currently leading in the back marker battle. Prema 19th and 20th with Eilert and Schwartzman. .4 second gap. Palou's got the slap traffic.
I mean, it's still
Here comes
4.5
Pato.
seconds. I mean,
Yeah, he's got lots of gap. I mean, he'll be all right. 15 to go. Frigate Pato throws it away. God, we gotta wait till the 23rd of March for thermal, dude. It's too long of a wait. See, the one thing that we haven't seen yet on the broadcast is push to pass numbers. Like, we
That's
have no
right,
idea
yep.
how much we have left on anybody. It's like an integral part of IndyCar racing.
Coming up next on Fox, the NASCAR Series is in Texas, where their drivers take on the twists and turns of the phenomenal circuit of the Americas. Pre-race coverage begins next with the green flag at 3:30.
Zilich is winning, dude. I'm telling you.
And here's a couple of NHRA celebs doing the rounds in the paddock down there. Austin Prock and Tron Brown. You can see them in action pretty soon, actually. I think Sunday, March 9th, the Gator Nationals final, 7 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Back here to the streets of St. Petersburg, Alex Palou still leads the way by 4 seconds.
Oh man, Newgard is catching him.
I think it's the lap traffic, dude.
Newgarden and
For sure.
McLaughlin, 9.8. Kirkwood down there.
Who's that in front of him?
5th. And guys, 13 to
good
go.
question.
Can anyone do anything about Alex Palou?
Yes.
Well, not
Still
in
lots
these
of time.
laps so far. If you look at
It's
the
not
race summary,
Rasmus.
thanks to
Oh,
Rod,
it's
you
Stingray.
had 3
Stingray.
cars out on the
Of course
opening
it's
lap
frickin'
and Herta had
Stingray.
trouble on both of his pit stops, and Palou made this work under green flag pit stop conditions to get to the front. The only thing that could go wrong, James,
3.7.
lap car that he can't get by. That could be Stingray Robb, who sits in the number 77 there, just ahead. Stingray's having a decent
4
race.
tenths.
His pace is okay.
Yeah, that's
He's
enough.
cutting it down.
That's enough.
Will Alex Palou
Or 6 tenths, sorry.
How quickly can Joseph
It's
Newgarden
plenty
catch
enough.
up?
Well, yeah, I mean, getting these pictures from Goodhart, looking back at your leader, Alex Palou, and as you mentioned earlier,
Come on, Palou.
you do not have to secede to the leader. You can fight to stay on that lead lap.
Yeah, when you
That
push the
gap
pass
between
left,
Palou
dude, you
and
gotta use it
Newgarden, we
now.
saw it up around 5 seconds. It's down to 3.3. So how hard is he going to push to get by Stingray? He's
Wow.
probably going to give Joseph about another second.
like
and
8
once he's
tenths
down to
right there.
twos, that's
Yeah,
when
dude,
you
he's
have to
closing
force
big
the
time.
issue and try to get around Stingray.
Watch the number right here, down to 3.1. That was 0.3 of a second that Palou lost to Newgarden just in 3 corners. Guys, that gap is dropping fast. Newgarden's got his head down. He's sending it.
Well,
2.7.
hopefully if Newgarden gets behind Palou, he experiences the same thing that he's
same
experiencing
thing,
behind
yeah.
Stingray.
0.7 seconds as we look back from
Well, and you don't know, is
Newgarden
Newgarden just eating the freaking push to pass right now?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Coming up behind Alex Palou in the DHL Honda.
And the reason it's so much harder to keep your lap time up when
Whoa,
you're behind
Palou
another
got
car,
real tight.
These cars, they're very reliant on the aerodynamics. Those big wings generate a lot of downforce. That gives you grip.
Not
and when
really
you're
that
behind
big
another
wings, but
car, we
okay.
call it dirty air. The air does not flow over the car smooth and
2.1.
clean. You lose downforce, you lose grip, and that's why they're just not able to keep up that pace.
Losing a
And it is
second a lap right now.
2.1 seconds now. You
Yeah.
can see it on your screen.
Boys,
We have a
it
race on our hands.
It is on. It is on. Newgarden is going to pull this thing down under 2 seconds.
Even
Palou
Dixon's
has got to
closing
make
in,
it through
too.
that, make it soon.
Yeah.
Joseph Newgarden had the fastest lap on the racetrack that last lap. The number
He's
2
got to be
is
using push to pass, though.
He's gotta be, but we don't have any
This
graphic.
thing gonna tighten up real fast.
Not just the fastest on the track that lap, he was the fast. That was the fastest.
Someone needs
lap
to
of
at
the
Fox
race. The
IndyCar and tell him to
Joseph
fucking
Newgarden machine
turn on the
is
push to pass.
flying and
Yeah.
is
This is
really
ridiculous, actually.
Alex Palou.
Like,
Now,
if this
again,
was NBC,
that
we'd
is
have it every
moving.
lap.
Passing him is
I mean, they do it so
very,
much, it's
very
almost
different.
annoying, but at least I'd rather have that than not.
1.2 seconds of an advantage as he had last time round. He could make that move.
Damn, he ran a 101.6, a whole 1.2 seconds quicker.
That dude is hauling right now, dude.
Hole in the mail.
By inch, corner by corner.
Perfect situation for Joseph Newgarden. Not only is there Stingray Robb, but there's also rookie Robert Schwartzman making his first ever IndyCar race. That's the next
And to
one
go,
up ahead
and it's getting
for
good.
Stingray Robb. So for Newgarden, you got Palou driving into the weeds right now in that those slower cars.
1.6, it's there.
Difficult for Palou to regain the pace that he showed just 5 laps ago.
Palou has seen the lead shrink from 5
I mean,
seconds.
Newgarden could
down
be
to
burning
just
up his
over
tires
1
right now, and
second.
Palou's
This
just
is when
chilling.
drivers
Right.
on
And
the
that could
burning
be a
push
situation,
pass.
too.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it
stressed
could be a
out,
whole
you've
host of
lost this
things.
huge gap, you're frustrated,
And plus,
stuck behind a car
he's
that
gonna
should
get
be a
close
lap
enough
down.
where he's gonna get into that
This is
wake
where you've
that
gotta
Palou's
keep
been
your
in.
cool and not make mistakes. Your tires are wearing. There's lots of dirty marbles and grit off track as the team owner Chip Ganassi stressfully looking on, and that's Tim Cindric. He's on the radio.
All right, he's within a
Number
second.
2
He should be
of
feeling
Newgarden.
that
These two
dirty
have
air
been
now.
battling for a long, long time, over a lot of years, guys.
And I'm sure Tim Cindric would have given very
He's
explicit
there.
instructions to Newgarden 3 laps ago. Push
We got a battle now, 9 to go.
Laps. Use push to pass. Use every bit of power.
They're talking about push to pass, but they haven't showed us a single graphic.
Fight to the end now, guys, with 9 to go.
The furrowed brow of Chip Ganassi as he watches the leading car of 10.
Let's hear from him.
laps to go. Gap behind is 1.5. He has 40 seconds of overtake remaining.
It's not 1.5 any longer. It's 3/4 of a second.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, but you don't tell him
and
that.
dropping. Newgarden has Palou in his sights with 9 laps to go. The PPG Chevy is marching on here on the streets of St. Petersburg. Newgarden cutting it down, corner by corner, reeling in the 3-time champion, desperate to take the win of the opening round of the 2025
Look, he's
season.
experiencing it. He can't do
Yeah,
it.
he's in it now.
Power remaining if they use the button, the push to
He's
pass.
really the only way you're gonna be able to generate any type of big move is you gotta get a good run off that final corner.
Yep. Newgarden 40, pretty close there. This is going to be
Oh,
straight.
Newgarden
He
shoved
made
it
a
in there.
big mistake. Yeah, that was bad.
Gap on the push to pass.
Look
He's
how much
trying
Dixon's
too
catching
hard.
up now.
He's been burning it
Yeah,
trying to
Dixon
get
ain't out of it
around
either.
Stingray Robb. That's just not what you want to do. You don't want to have to waste it trying to get around a lap car, but he is
Yeah,
so
you do.
exposed now to Newgarden.
Put a car between you and Newgarden.
Robb is just fast enough to make this a headache for Palou. Every time he gets close,
Dixon's gonna get in this too, man. We're gonna have a
He's-
3-horse
he's
race.
there.
Talked about the dirty air, and that creates understeer. For
This is a
Joseph
damn good
Newgarden.
race,
Thanks to
dude. Holy
PPG.
cow.
Let's ride on board for a few corners. What is he dealing with in the cockpit?
They don't even have it on their graphic there either.
No, dude. What's up with this, man?
Where are
Move
their
over the mile
energy?
per hour to the right and put energy to the
Looks
left.
pretty hooked up, but
Energy
again,
and
now that
push
he's
to
caught up
pass.
to the back of the 10, he's in that dirty air as well. He's only 2 car lengths behind him.
That was a good corner by Newgarden there. He didn't get the exit he needed, but he definitely sent it in there. Dixon's 1.8 back now.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, everybody gets this dirty air, they can't make a move.
They can't make a move.
Would that be Scott Dixon?
Indeed it would. All of this sort of congestion with Stingray Robb has allowed the number 9 to now enter the fight. We had sort of ridden off maybe Scott Dixon for a chance to win it.
Never write off Scott Dixon.
Never.
Never.
Never count out the Iceman. This guy has done it in every possible way.
Here comes Hinch with some actual IQ.
Yeah, right. Oh, Newgarden just grabbed the wall.
The wall!
Maybe they bought him, or maybe Newgarden just got into the fence, but I think he might have touched the floor there. But
Yeah.
it looked dicey.
Didn't like to see smoke coming off the back of a car fighting for the win this late in the race.
This is the key point of the track right here.
And if you're Newgarden, you're salivating. You just can't believe
Oh,
what
terrible
just
corner by
right
Newgarden. He
front.
just keeps
And
choking
then
that final
pull
corner.
behind him, but now
Look at the line of cars in front of the
Oh my
leaders now.
gosh!
He's got 45 on his. He's got 49 behind him.
And they're coming up to an almighty queue of cars ahead of them. That of Schwartzman and Eilert and Kiffin.
It's gonna get dicey.
Ahead.
Here we go.
Stingray
Here we
Robb
go.
doing a nice
It's
take.
a
Palou's got to
fucking
get his
banger,
elbows
boys.
out.
Have to let Alex Palou through the gap now.
He's got to get his elbows out here. He's got to get by Stingray. Stingray's sideways.
Of the lap. Think about these 3 drivers. Think about what each of them has achieved.
At this point,
Alex
just go
Palou,
lap down, you
3-time champion.
freaking
Joseph
guy.
Newgarden, a 2-time
Yeah,
champion.
just pull out of the
Scott
way.
Dixon,
Let these guys
6-time
race.
champion. Between the 3 of them, 100 NTT IndyCar Series wins. Which one
At the end of the day,
won
what's the difference between a first
race?
car 1 lap down or last car in the lead lap?
No difference. Besides, I completed all the laps. I guess that's the only thing you could be like, oh, I did that.
To start the season right here, the 2 best teams in the sport.
Newgarden just
Close,
sucks
close.
in that final corner.
Come on,
That was
Flo.
better than
Come on,
the
Flo.
last
Get the
time, but-
slipstream. Come on. Dive it. Dive
Use
it.
your
Dive
push
it.
to
Dive
pass. Use it.
Yes!
There it is.
To the inside, Alex Palou gets past Stingray.
Yes!
Had to do it.
That's
what I'm
Had
talking
to.
about.
Newgarden has to follow
Yes,
through.
brother.
He wants to have any
Freaking clutch.
contest.
He
Look at
had-
this. Now he's going to pull away. Yes!
Politics come into play.
Yes!
It does.
Oh my gosh. Are
Oh
you kidding
my
me?
god, dude.
You're going to hold up everybody.
The Ganassi car.
And then he holds up Dixon.
That was some blatant interference.
Well, I don't know. He's let Dixon go through as well. So
Well, they're not fighting for third. They're care about the win.
Well, also once
Wow.
down, then all of a sudden it's a slightly
I can't
different
believe he did that.
for Stingray Rob once the leader goes by, but
It was the gentlemanly thing to do once Palou got
he did
by.
it right. He did it clean. It was straight up. It was professional. Now, clean air for Alex Palou up front. It's Newgarden's turn now to try to hang on.
Look at the gap.
Easy.
You know.
Yeah, Palou's just that much better.
Can Newgarden go with
But
it?
it's gonna
Newgarden
go
just
up to Prema
sucks in
now.
that final corner.
Just look at the cars ahead of him.
4 to go.
I wonder what Prema does with their European standards. Do they just get out of the way?
I hope so.
That's one thing that they would
Let them race.
that they
need
should
to bring
hold on
over.
to.
Yeah. If there's anything, that's the one.
Robert Schwartzman
Look, it's already back to a second.
You know what? You're used to letting the leaders through. This will be strange
Well,
territory.
He's
Newgarden's
saying the
catching
same
just a little
thing
bit.
you're saying. Prema's used to letting leaders go by.
Just 4 laps to go. This is the
That's kind of a
see,
dig.
that we have. Alex Palou still leading by less than a second from
You know, they suck so bad, they're always getting letting the leaders go by.
three champions.
Update on push to pass. Palou 27 seconds left. Newgarden 29. They are using.
All right,
the
he's getting up to Prema
They're
now.
both using it. They both have the same
Yeah.
amount of push to pass.
44 is
Yeah.
still in that fray as
They're
well.
fine.
And Joseph's
Palou's
so
good.
motivated
He's
to
got
try
it.
to pull off a win here. Robbed of the victory last year after a disqualification. Started on pole, crossed the line first, but classified last. He desperately wants to try to reclaim that trophy.
3 to go, boys.
You see 4 cars now up ahead of Palou. It's not like the Stingray Rob situation now. Those 4 cars, Connor Daly, Kiffin Simpson, Callum Island, and Robert Schwartzman, they are battling for what would be 17th position. And you make points all the way down through the field. So this is a slightly different situation. I don't think anybody's going to just pull over at this point.
No, not with 3 to go. The car's running that close. As you say, these are all for position. They have the right to race.
Newgarden
They're
doesn't have
running their
anything
own
for
program.
him, dude.
I don't think he
The fact the
does.
leader's up behind them, that's his problem, not theirs. You can see how many positions have been gained since the race start for your running order. 7 up for Palou, 8 up for Newgarden. McLaughlin down 3. We saw him obviously start up on the pole. Went a slightly different tire strategy than the cars that are running ahead of him. He's essentially
Look at all the
first on his
marbles, dude.
program.
Holy
But
cow.
it's gonna be not
That's when
quite
you know
enough
it's a
for
good race
podium
tire.
today.
That's a damn good race.
As we hurtle down the start-finish stretch, one more time. Palou leads by just
No,
over
2
a
laps to
second
go.
from
Not one more.
Joseph Newgarden, but which of them will take the auto part?
We're getting
the advanced
Europeans.
auto parts checkered flag here on the streets of St. Pete.
We went from 1 to go to checkered flag with 2 laps. I don't know what's going on right now.
It's all about risk management.
Somebody get this guy a
Check your
freaking
manners.
monitor.
You know you've got that 1 second gap on Newgarden. You also know he would love nothing more than to walk out of here as the winner. So for Palou, you're managing the gap to the car that's slower in front.
Palou's
He's
already put
got it.
1.3.
Yeah, it's over,
I think
dude.
Newgarden's now just thinking about securing P2.
You step it up a little bit. You only need to go as fast as you need to just stay ahead.
Dixie closing
1.5.
in on Newgarden, pushed it past 23 Palou, 29.
Oh,
for
yes.
Newgarden,
Come on,
31
Dixon.
still
1-2
for
Ganassi?
Dixie, and he's
1-2
right on the
Ganassi?
back of that number 2.
What happened to Newgarden there, Will? All of a sudden, the gap has opened up. He's starting to slide around.
All right, here we are, white flag.
On his balance.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. It's what it looks like, as you say. The car sliding around. As
Come on, brother.
Flag.
One more lap.
Last lap of the race here in St. Petersburg. Palou now with over a second advantage from Joseph Newgarden, who is
Over a second, almost 2.
Yeah, he opened it up on Newgarden once he got by a Stingray.
Today and from that DHL Honda and the whole Ganassi.
Nice and easy, brother. Nice and easy.
Earlier in the weekend.
And look, he's got a little bit of breathing room right now to Newgarden. He can't relax.
He's
certainly,
got
but
it.
with only a handful
He's
of
got
laps to
it.
go, only one real passing opportunity. Newgarden nowhere close enough to make it happen. But Dixon, he is
Dixon's
trying to
there.
find something up here. This
Shoulder
is
battle for
over
P2.
second. So close.
Dixon!
Oh!
Good. 1-2 for Ganassi.
The six-time champion. A great move from Scott Dixon to take second place. But Alex Palou.
Hello, Palou.
Yeah! Baby, that's what I'm talking about. What? Let's go! Yes!
Let's go.
Yes!
What
That's
a
what I'm
race.
talking about. What?
What a drive.
Yes!
That's just
Oh, yeah.
absolutely the best
Holy
driver
cow.
in the series. Just
What a
absolutely putting through.
freaking race by Palou, dude. Oh my god, from the
Unbelievable.
strategy to holding off a hard-charging Newgarden. Holy cow.
Dude, this race
Wow.
had everything, bro. This was a damn
Holy
good
cow.
race.
Yes.
That's
That's
good.
what I'm talking about, dude. Yes.
Alex Palou. Hello, Palou.
Oh, man. We're looking at that 3 in a row already, baby.
And that would be team owner Chip Ganassi.
Yes.
He's just unbeatable, dude. He just is.
Man.
When he's in his bag, dude, he's unbeatable.
It was a crazy race. I mean, the pitch
It was a
strategies
crazy
going on
race.
there and, you know, all the work they had to do coming back from like 12th or 13th. At one point, they were 30 seconds back. What a great race. Unbelievable.
It was a damn good
man.
race, dude. Damn good race.
Great race. Thank you, Jamie, for going to speak to him.
That's IndyCar at its
man.
peak right there. That
That
race right
is.
there.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Boy, does he
What a race.
Well, his 12th career victory here in the NTT IndyCar Series. Our 3-time and reigning champion. As we said, the guy everyone needed to beat and the one.
Hello, Palou.
Hello, Palou.
It was just textbook Palou. I mean, he's really learned.
Textbook
a lot.
Palou.
Textbook Palou, dude. 100%. And then Dixon, too. Dixon did a freaking
What a
awesome
ride.
drive
What a
as well.
drive. Another second place for him. That's 5 times now.
5 times.
The way Palou challenges racing.
That's crazy.
Like open heart surgery. I use the analogy of the surgeon with him. It is so precise. It's methodical. Every step is thought out. It's considered. It's never emotional.
What a freaking drive. Way to start
Unbelievable.
off a Sunday, brother. Wow.
Yeah, dude. No doubt.
Oh, man.
This has been a great weekend of racing, dude. Every race so far has been a banger, except for the Indy
He's
NXT.
in contention for the win until that final
That race was
He's
just
so
awful.
good at playing that final third of the race. He's there. You know he's in the race, but you didn't really think that he was the one that was going to take the lead on that last set of stops. He just sneaks up.
Never count him out.
Never.
There's a couple people you never count out. One of them is Palou, and the other is Dixon. You never count him out.
Unbelievable race. That was such a good race.
Oh, man.
Especially with all the different strategies. You didn't know how it was going to play out. It turned into the ultimate strategy was that starting on the softs and that lap 1 caution, dude. Changed everything.
Wow. What a sweet paint scheme, too. You see that? That's kind of cool.
DHL, yeah.
I like the gradient that it has going
I always like the DHL schemes.
And there he is.
Hello, Palou. Ooh.
Oh, man. Awesome.
Scenes of celebration then down in victory lane for Alex Palou and the Ganassi team.
What a race.
DHL Honda number 10 crew.
This is why we vote for IndyCar races for watch parties, baby.
Yes. They're
That's
the
why.
best. The best races, man. Sports cars and Indy cars, man. That's the best premier racing series in the world.
A word with our man in just a few seconds.
Oh,
but
man.
Look at the joy on his face and barely a bead of sweat on his head. That is your champion. That is your race winner.
Phil Buxton,
That is Alex
man.
Palou.
Oh,
Little
God.
time with him now.
Yes.
Barely a bead of sweat on his head.
Hugs all around by his team. You told me yesterday you just couldn't put the pieces together in qualifying. How did you put the pieces together today and hold off Newgarden like you did for that last run?
Yeah, what an amazing job by everyone at Chip Ganassi Racing, HRC, DHL, and everybody at the 10 car. They gave me everything I needed this weekend to win. I told you yesterday that we had a really, really fast car, so
What a
was looking
beast.
forward to the race.
Oh, man.
Was,
What an absolute animal.
Strategy changed a lot.
Unbelievable.
During that first yellow, but so glad that we got that number 10 victory lane. It's been 138 days since Nashville, and been dreaming about this every single night.
But who's counting? Let's talk about the moment that you got in front of your teammate and how heads up you were. Was that the
See,
pivotal
look,
moment for you?
Jamie Little, awesome pit road reporter.
Oh, 100%.
Awesome.
That's why I guess
She's
100%.
great.
Stan decided to pit a little bit early. We had a really clean outlap, good run fast, and then just open a gap from there.
How about this? You get your first win at St. Petersburg and you kick off the season with a win. What does this do for you and your team moving forward?
It's huge. It's huge. I'm super happy. Honestly, we've been working really, really hard, but it's been a place that we struggled a lot in the past, especially me personally. So to start with a win in 2025 season, it's amazing.
Alex Palou wins at St. Pete.
Hell yeah.
Certainly did. great
I want to get
drive.
the Scott Dixon
The guy
interview,
is
man.
one
I
of
bet
the
he's
Yeah, I do
just
too.
chap, bro.
season.
Come that
Yeah, right?
close, dude.
It's just carrying that freaking
It was
9 team on
literally,
his
though,
back.
the determining of this race was literally decided on a pit stop, and it was literally a car lane.
Yeah.
That was the difference in this
His
race.
biggest fan, and just does what he does best. Wins on the streets of St. Pete.
Just like, what am I doing? Imagine what's going through her head right now. Like, what is this?
Why is there a Kyle Larson trailer right there? You see that?
I do.
Oh, that's the IndyCar trailer.
Yeah, they're trying to sell merch.
Unbeatable, unstoppable. Alex Palou, your winner on the streets.
Look
Alex
at that.
Palou.
Look at that.
That was the difference in the race.
That was it. That was it.
And the freaking crazy thing about that is he was behind both Newgarden and Dixon before that cycle. He
Yeah.
undercut when an overcut normally wins. Like, that is how good his off lap and in lap were, dude.
Where did Lundgaard finish? 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Did not work.
8th, no. Kirkwood with a P5. Pato got back up to 11th with that late pit stop. Look at Renus
Kirkwood with
VK,
a P5 though. Yeah, P9 for VK. What a freaking drive by him. But what about Kirkwood, man? Jeez, Kirkwood was
Kirkwood did great.
mid-teens all race.
They strategized perfectly at the end. Same with Ericsson. Ericsson was not heard of all day. He was P6.
Wow.
Malukas and Ferrucci both back down in 13 and 14.
But Malukas beat Ferrucci.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be that way all year long. Now Ferrucci has a teammate that's better than him, so it's going to be interesting. Head for the mountains of Bush Light Beer. What a race, man. That was a damn good race. Mint IndyCar.
Mint IndyCar.
I knew it was going to play out just like Portland. I had a strong feeling, dude. It played out like Portland, but different with the strategies. That was a good race.
That was a great race. Great race.
IndyCar's back, dude. Coming out with a banger to start the season.
Always. It's always a banger.
I'm excited to see Thermal Club with a points race. That's going to be fun.
Me too. We know Palou's going to be strong there too.
Oh, yeah. Dominated last year. Rosenquist was good there last year too in the All-Star race. That was that's when the old George thing started last year.
Old George, that's right. That's right, old Ray Hall.
All the Ray Hall cars running out of gas. Oh, that was so funny.
And Roman Grosjean walking back to the pits.
Yeah.
After the turn 1 crash.
That was hilarious. That was such a memorable race, man. That was fun. I think that was we did that watch party last year. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Zilich is gonna win. I'm calling it.
We have to deal with the stages now.
I know and the multi-car crashes and
the gimmicks.
All the gimmicks.
Moment here on the streets of St. Pete. Alex
when I watch a race, what I want to see from a race is what we saw in the IndyCar race. This is what I want to see. I want to see a race go from green to checker, basically. Let strategies play out. Let it cycle all the way through.
So unpredictable. It's
and then
so
you still, without any manufacturing of the race, you still had a battle for the win at the end.
Yeah,
with no input from race control. What more can you ask for?
I believe he is.
Look at Chip.
He's
doing the Trump
And for the 5th time here at St. Pete, it's a
here we go.
Oh, he's so chapped.
Yeah, look at him.
An extra spot at the end, but I'm sure you're thinking, what could have been? What were you dealing with that really impacted your race?
Yeah, that was frustrating. We had no radio, so, kind of just flying blind up there.
Oh, that would explain it.
And ultimately, I think they were trying to call me in, because in that last lap we had before we pitted, there was just so much traffic, and we lost 2 or 3 seconds, and that's where, the 10 car got us. So definitely frustrating. I think we had the speed, we had a great car. I think the pit stops are fantastic. Just would have been nice to have a radio so I could kind of know what was going on out there, but
Damn. With no radio, he still lives T2.
Second.
No other driver could do that.
Chris Wright needs to take some notes here.
Yeah, he had a radio. He still fucked it up.
And he blamed it on the spotter.
You're out there by yourself, of course, but then when there's no radio to talk to, you know, even fuel mileage, you're not sure if you're getting the mileage you need to make it to the next window.
What a freaking... that makes the drive even more impressive, dude. Driver of the week, Scott Dixon, dude. Unbelievable.
Race like that to make sure, you know, you kind of run
absolute goat.
With no freaking radio. He has no idea when he's supposed to pit. He just did it, dude. He just did it. That was instinct. Natural talent.
Goat.
Yeah, I'm here with third place finisher Joseph Newgarden. You started 10th, you finished third. That's a great race for you and your team. How did you guys manage to get there?
Yeah, it was a great race by the two team. You know, a couple hiccups, but this team fought really hard. You know, it starts with a really great car. We've had a good car all weekend. I think could have qualified higher than 10th. Yeah, I said that yesterday, and I felt like our car today was certainly capable of winning. Just didn't quite get there for, you know, a couple reasons. Pit cycles, obviously, we needed to go longer, and then we had a shift at the end that we didn't realize, so kind of had to give up that second place. But it was a great fight from our team. This is a good start for us. I mean, look, we're on the podium. We got some points. We'd like to keep these points on the board and then have a good, solid year. It's a long season. You got to go all the way. And I'm happy to be back with this team. Happy to see the energy here to start the year in IndyCar. You know, everything's very positive right now. So thank you to Team Chevy. Sorry we couldn't get the win. And obviously PPG's been here with us, backing us. Always loved driving this PPG car. Normally it's a little more lucky, but we had a bunch of people here supporting. And we'll just got to get ready to go to the next one.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
And you know, you can see the disappointment in both of their faces because both of them felt, and I think rightfully so, that they both had.
Dixon would have won if he had radios. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Scott Dixon not having a radio. All I can say is, wow. I get the frustration.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
Exactly.
To come up P2 with no radio.
Get through traffic without a spotter. Are you kidding me? And to still finish second. That's what Dixie does.
Incredible performance from him, from his teammate, from the whole organization. What a great way to kick
Unbelievable.
off the season here in St. Pete. Heck of a first start of the.
That's all we get for post race? Typical Fox, man. That's all we get for post race. All right, well. I think we'll wind her down then. Wow, what a fun race, man. That was so much fun. Scott Dixon needs a freaking goddamn round of applause, dude. That was one of the most
he needs a statue, brother. He needs a statue.
Holy cow. To finish P2 with no spotter, no communication with his crew chief or engineers, like, and to be able to know when to pit, how much fuel to save, insane what Scott Dixon was able to do. Unbelievable. Palou masterclass drive again. Figured it out. Unbelievable. What a way to start IndyCar, Tom. Holy cow.
What a way.
We're in for a hell of a year.
What a freaking way.
All right, thoughts on the broadcast. I think my biggest takeaway is the push to pass and energy not being displayed was a big letdown.
I give it a 6 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 10 because, and the biggest reason is because when there was battles happening on track, we were watching the leader who was 7 seconds ahead of second place. There was no energy, energy display of the car, no push to pass. And I think the best part of the broadcast, we had Jamie Little in the pits.
Yeah. I think Will Buxton did a good job on play-by-play. I mean, yeah, obviously we're going to get the British inserts, with the mispronunciation of words. We got Townsend Bell saying penal for some reason. And then I'm not
the miscommunication of the laps left.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
it's the basics.
Yeah, they didn't know how many laps were left. They said it was 2 to go. Then they were like, no, it's 1 to go. But then it was the checkered. Yeah. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know. I'll give it a 7 out of a 10. I'm not going to be that harsh on it. It is the debut for Fox. Yes, you're right. The cutaways were bad with the battles. I think the broadcast, the team in the booth was probably one of the better broadcast teams that we have in all of motorsports around the world right now. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. But the energy display and the push to pass not being displayed as well is just that's a problem. That's an issue, Fox. We need to fix that. That's the integral part of IndyCar. Telling us how much they have at the end of a race. We want to see it throughout the run. We want to see it throughout the race. That needs to be displayed.
It's
I love
important.
the onboard. The onboard with the display that they have, beautiful. We just need to get the energy in there as well, and then also have it on the score bug as well. So, other than that, the racing was fantastic. 3 different strategies played out. The worst one of that being the one with Lundgaard somehow comes back to
RIP.
P8 on the softs. I mean, that's still a good run with considering the circumstances, but I enjoyed it, man. IndyCar's back. This has been a fun watch party. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, cheering or making your vote heard on the poll. And I think that's all I got for tonight. If you guys want to join or stay up to date with everything happening with their YouTube channel, all of our social medias are in the description below, as well as a link to our Discord page. Our Discord is so full of all the drama, news, rumors, everything, every motorsport around the world. Stay up to date. Join our Discord. Post your own drama, rumor, memes, news, whatever it may be. Meet a new friend is the greatest racing community on the internet right here at the Dega Boys Broadcasting channel. Also, if you guys want to support our channel even more, we have a merch store. I just added a new merch piece to our store this week. What is a caution? If you guys are NASCAR fans or any type of motorsport fan, not understanding what a caution is, it's a beautiful shirt. All those proceeds go and help us make bigger and better content for you guys here on YouTube. I had fun, Tom. I had fun, man. This is a good time.
GG's.
All right. If you guys want to join us for more watch parties, we have watch party poll out on our community page now. That poll is going to be closing on Tuesday, so make sure you guys get your vote in for the race you want to watch. There's great options on there, so make sure you guys go vote for the next watch party of the month of March. And if you guys are staying tuned to watch NASCAR later, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.